Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back for the Mandem talk. We're in the building. We got the two Akis here, man. We got Rants. What are you telling me, Rants?
I'm good, my brother. You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm good, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Come on,
No
come on.
complaints, fam. I can't even lie. No complaints, but I told you this is the most laid back I've been about this football club in a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't trust easy, fam. So now we're good. We're good.
yeah, man. Come on, people. Big up to man like Musa in the building. Musa, what are you telling me? Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
It might be a little bit low though. Your mic's a little bit low.
Let me see.
Hold on a
Oh,
minute.
no, no, that's causing the madness there.
You might need to take it out. You might
Yeah,
need to take
take
the
it out
mic
will be
out.
easier. Yeah, take it out will be easier. You get me? We also got Tyrone in the building. Tyrone, what are you saying?
Yeah, bless up, man. All good, bros. All good. Big up the Mandem, as always. Big up everyone in the comments. Smash the likes and that. It's Friday tomorrow, man. So man's feeling good. You get me?
Come on, man. Come
Yeah,
on,
hope you're good,
team.
bro.
Yeah, man, we're blessed, man. We're blessed, man. Can't complain, man. Big up to everyone. Hopefully, the rest of them will join us as the show goes along. You know the score, people, man. You get me? The Mandem will arrive, people. But yeah, man. I tried the video, man. Keep calm and trust Amorim. You get me? Like, I feel like that's the message I want to put out there because you get me? Like, nobody wants to lose. You know what I mean? Like, but we lost to Stoke in it last night. You know what I mean? That's what it is. We lost to Stoke FC. It is what it is. It happens, guys. We move. But I feel like for me, I feel like I'm seeing what I'm seeing with this manager. I'm seeing the idea. When he talked about idea, like it must have gone over people's heads like that. You know what I mean? Like this, they brushed over it too quickly, man. But he was true in what he was saying. Like you seen the idea. The players are looking like they're being trained. You get me? And ultimately, you know, you come across that game for me more positives than negatives. Like I seen a lot of positives in that game, especially the first half. Second half, it was always meant to happen that Arsenal found their gears in it because that's just Arsenal, in it. You know what I mean? And then their challenge for the league, we're not at this minute. You know what I mean? They've been in with the manager 5 years. We've been in the manager 4 games. You get what I'm trying to say, bro? And we nullified most of their top players for a long time. It took set pieces for them to nullify us. Let's be honest. You see what I mean? So I can't lie. I come to you, Tyrone, first, but yeah, man, like more positives, more things that we kind of believe in that this manager is heading in the right direction.
Yeah, facts, man. I was just literally, I saw you comment on Trafford Tunnel. I was just literally on there, just talking to myself really with the comments and that, and just saying, look, I came out of that game feeling exactly the same as I did before kickoff. I was unmoved. I wasn't like bothered. I wasn't like worried. I wasn't concerned. And I'm cool. I'm content. People can be vexed that they lost. Obviously, Man United fans, we want to win every game. But I was cool because at the end of the day, I wasn't confident that we're just going to go to the Emirates and bop them. I'm realistic. We might nick a 1-0 or do something. But at the end of the day, I wanted to see what Amorim would be like before the game and after the game. Look, there's a few things. First of all, he rotated. Man made 5-6 changes and took out a few of the key components. Obviously, some by choice and some by suspension. Martinez, Mainu, Rashford, Xerxes had a good game on Sunday. Amad Diallo, who's our best player at the moment, especially in the final third of the pitch. It's like we were missing key components. And I know they might say they were missing Gabriel and you know, Ben White and stuff like that. I don't care about them right now. I'm talking about Man United. So the truth is, Man United were missing some key components. And look, the way we went there, Amorim had a plan. He tried pressing up high with the front three and stifling Arsenal. And look, Bukayo Saka, who's been their star boy, of course they call him, apart from getting in behind against Malacia once, got ushered for a corner, didn't do nothing. Martin Odegaard, who's been their pretty princess, I'm sorry, didn't do nothing. And then I'll be honest with you, in terms of Man United, we went to their fans and their stadium, and it's the first time since Wenger days, with my quick memory, I heard them whistling after 20 minutes, bro. They were whistling, and I heard the little jeers and that where they're getting frustrated because they're not used to that. They're not used to a team coming to the Emirates and saying, "Yo, do you know what? Bruno in midfield actually just playing it calm and playing it between the centre backs and picking it up here and there. Agate just being a terrier like, which we know he can be like." We went there, and in the first half, I thought we were good. I thought we were good to go there and control the tempo, contain their key players, limit them to chances from corners. I thought actually where Man United just went wrong is the final pass or the final jigsaw in the final third. We beat their press. But by the way, I'm going to shout out Maguire because as much as he gets
real
his
talk.
disrespect, his passing is actually an attack starter. Out to the left to Malacia, out to the right for Dallo. He was pinging. He was switching the play, and we were beating their 3-man press. All of a sudden, you've got Garnacho, Mount, Hojlund in them little pockets. And like as Rance is nodding, I can see man nodding. It was the little 1-2s that just weren't coming off. The pass was misplaced, or they would just read the pass, or like we'll go out for a throw in, and it was just like, do you know, if we just had a little bit more this and a little bit more technical ability, we were running at their back three, 100%. Zinchenko, the Saliba, who was a rock, the rest of them, like, they weren't really there. It was just annoying because I felt like if we had better players in that final third, we would have had better chances and we could have been 1-0 up and I wouldn't have been shocked. Yeah, Arsenal might have responded in the second half, but I'm doing it by the first half at the moment. So I was impressed with the way Amorim set it up. I thought he stifled Arsenal, limited them. And also in the final third, I thought his plan was right. The execution from the players wasn't. That is what I'm trying to say. So, look, the fact that he can do that after 4 weeks, 3 weeks coming in, set us up defensively looking solid, more shape, having a plan to go there in Arsenal and cause them trouble, which we didn't, but we could have definitely with the right passes in the right moments. I'm cool with it, man. I think we missed a few key players like they did, but cool. Our key players make a big difference. Ahmad comes on, makes a big difference already straight away. You know, Rashford with his outlet, Xerxes, what he done against Everton. But I feel like with Xerxes, unfortunately for me, he's the type that has to start a game rather than feel his way into a game because he needs to be
a rhythm player.
Yeah, he's a rhythm player. He can't just come and expect to dazzle. Like, he needs to be involved from minute one. So yeah, like the first half, obviously, I thought was very good side, and I'll take a lot of positives from that, from Amorim and the players listening, conducting themselves correctly. But we just missed out in the final third, and I think that second part of it where you've put we need more quality in the title is exactly what I'm alluding to. Second half, look, they come out. They were on it a bit more. Arteta gave them a little bit of a grill and said, do you want this title or not? And they were peppering us with corners. And what can you do? At the end of the day, yeah, I could say defend better. But them corners are like a GTA L1, R1's up, down, circle cheat code. Like, man, you can't stop it. And it's simple as that. So, look, I've come out of that game feeling blessed like I did before the game. And I'm blessed after because just to seal it and let other man talk, the way Amorim said after, look, we done well in spells and we controlled the tempo at times, but in the final third and certain decision moments, we lacked it. As long as my manager can see what I'm seeing, we're on the same page. Because you're not coming out and trying to say this Eric stuff of like, yeah, I thought we played a good game, we deserved more. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. No, come out and say, look, we done well in moments, but there's certain stuff we can improve on. And the stuff we said is what we said. So yeah, man, look. I'm blessed, Saeed. I'm in a good headspace, bro. I'm in a very good headspace.
Yeah, like there's no like fine margins or we created opportunities. I don't even want to hear that, bro. Do you know what I mean? I just want to hear that, yo, what did we do to build up play? What did we do to kind of, you know, get to that final third? And then obviously you need your forward to kind of do the job, innit? That's what it comes down to. You feel me? But I think for me, like, yeah, man, it's encouraging, man. It's encouraging signs, bro. Like for me, I see a team that, you know, are compact. They didn't get turned over, rolled over as well. Like, man were in their positions where they needed to be. It's just that final third, man. And that's the difference in this game now. You've got to have the men to be...
Especially away side in, like... Man United, we're not creating enough anyway. So then when you go to the big six away sides, you might get 3 moments in a game. You've got to be clinical. Chris Wood, look against Man City the other night, 1-on-1.
I know.
You have to take them moments because you're not getting another one, bro. So when Man United get these little moments, you have to take them. We're not playing at Everton like Sunday. And I think these are the little things Amorim will notice because you're not going to get big moments like that every game. You have to take them in the big 6 games.
Yeah, 100%, man. Musa, what are you saying, man? How do you see the game, bro?
You're muted.
No, I think you got to take the mic out. The mic ain't working, Musa. I don't think so.
You take the mic out and then unmute it.
Yeah, then unmute. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, I think, you know what I learned yesterday, that this is why I think Amorim has 6 wingers in his team. I think I know everyone's looking at the strike force, but based on what we've seen in the first 3 games with him, with what's his name, Hojlund, especially in the Europa League, how he was playing a couple games ago, and we see Xerxes. For me, I just feel like the importance of the wing backs is to me showed yesterday how important they are to this guy's system, and also to the forward players, because Diallo offers so much as a wing back in this system that it allows the forward players and it gives them more space and it opens up more space. Because one thing that I see with the fullbacks is that one take on and it's like the field opens up. I'm saying the field just opens up all of a sudden. And if I don't know if you saw that video I sent in a group chat where since when Diallo came onto the game, there was about 5 instances where he was just free. There was
no, I've seen that video. Yeah, bro.
And he didn't get the ball.
Bruno, man, criminal.
But it shows you having that type of fullback who's attacking, who's ready to get into spaces, what it does for the team. So when I saw that, I was just like, okay, cool. I'm not too sure if this. I think because Hojlund can score goals, Zertsky can score goals. Mount can do a job behind there. Rashford is doing what Rashford does, but even a couple games ago, Rashford was scoring goals. So for me, I just feel like only having Diallo in the system is a bit. I don't know. We need more players in that position, because I think to myself, can Anthony do that? We haven't seen him really.
He can, bro. He can. I think.
Don't you think though, Musa? It's like I was just saying on my show as well. The drop off from Ahmad to the rest, it's like you really notice it, and that's what hurts me. It's like we need to really upgrade that, because Malacia can't go forward. Gallo's not great going forward.
I remember that when we was having the conversation at the start of Amorim's tenure, everybody was dope. When everyone picked an 11, they were putting defensive fullbacks in that position. There was hardly anyone who was really ready to put Garnacho and Ahmed in.
I put Anthony there, blood.
I remember there was only a few men that were saying, "Yeah, Anthony." I remember you said to put Anthony in their ranks, and not a lot of people was really checking how he plays and how he wants to approach the game, because even as a fullback in Amorim's system, how he makes you defend is 1-on-1. You ain't got to do a lot of defensive play,
and you have cover. You have cover anyway, so
you have cover.
It's like positional defending. It's not traditional like aggressive defending. You just have to get back in the position. Like the wing back is the free man, in attack and defense, bro. So you're just there to create angles for passes, really. Like,
and this is what I'm saying. So when you get players who can play that position at a high level, I think our strikers will score more goals.
Yeah.
Our number 10s will score more goals. And we've seen that. So I'm not too worried about the strikers. I'm not on this Hojlund, because Hojlund showed us he can get goals. And I think in a better system, Hojlund will get you 20 goals in all competitions. I think Zertsky can get
debatable. But yeah.
He got 16 in his first season with Ten Hag. And Ten Hag's crap.
So much to unpack there.
No, it's not that. My thing is that Eric Ten Hag was so crap. Anyone that gets that type of goals in all competition, I'm still going to be able to say.
And what about the goals where you got to make yourself like a Jackson? Look at the goals.
He can do that. He can do that. But you see those goals there, Saeed. Those goals that you make,
where he's made for himself, apart from the Champions League.
You see those goals, You see those goals that you make on your own, They come when you've got confidence. When you're just thinking, I'm a bad man. I've scored 6 goals in the last 6 games. No one ain't chatting to me. Give me the ball.
He did that, though, and he still didn't score one of them goals.
No, Saeed, man, I've seen him. I think his shooting is quite good. I think he's also got like a little yard on him where he can get a quick yard and get a shot off. But there's other attributes of his game that he has to kind of get better at. But we've got a manager now who's not going to play to your weaknesses. He's going to play to your strengths. I really believe Amorim is the manager that we've been talking about, who's not going to be out here trying to expose players.
But he isn't going to also, Musa, tell you that, when you get that ball, and it comes to you, your touch needs to be on point. Like, them kind of things are gonna have to be from himself.
I get that.
It's like, what's your next instinct? Are you gonna
get that? But that's why I say the difference between him being a 20-goal in all competition striker and a 30-goal in all competition is that control you're talking about. If he sorts that out, he can be 30 goals in all competitions. But if he doesn't,
look at Enquiries, I don't think that's coaching, because Enquiries goes over here, he goes over there. Like
it's not coaching. That's just how he plays.
That's how he plays, and he's so effective doing that. So the manager says, "You know what? Do what you got to do, because you score the goals anyway. So I'm not really gonna coach you, bro. But you just go do." I just think for me, it's like
that's muscle memory, side. See, muscle memory. Once you've had more than a season with a manager and you're playing a certain type of football, I think the muscle memory of your teammates and what they do is going to come in. And having people like Diallo keeps on playing the same balls to the attackers. And even when you see the goals from the other game, it was the same little ball off or the ball to the penalty box. If you know Diallo and you know what he's on, you're going to make those runs because you know that he's on there and that's what he's going to do. I don't think we have that yet. So I'm not too worried yet about the strikers because I'm not too worried. I'm more worried about these fullbacks. I'm more worried
about the attackers more than the actual what you're talking about, the fullbacks and everything. Like for me, it's the attack because the manager, we're building everything up here. And it's like you just have to. That's like a golfer, isn't it? You've literally got it on it. You've got to get that last
fullback. Saeed, they're not going to help anyone.
You know,
if we don't pay Diallo, we're playing a back five like yesterday's first half. That's how I see it. If we don't have him in there, it's a back five. If he's in there, it's a back three.
Do you reckon he's ever going to play Ahmad in that 10 role? By the way, or do you just think it's right now for what?
Can I go quickly on that?
He did say it the other day when they asked him about that. They said, you know, and why is he playing in that position? He said that because of the profiles that we have and the fact that he can run and we can do more, that's why he's there. But he said Ahmad will play different systems in this formation.
Okay, because I was going to say, I hope that he would play in the number 10, but I was going to say the reason I don't think he would is what basically you've highlighted, Musa, in terms of when Ahmad is there, the outlet, he gives us the dribbling, the penetration. Yeah. If you take him out, the drop-off between Ahmad and the rest of the wing-backs going forward is too big. At the moment,
once he buys these players,
what I'm saying is at the moment, we can't afford to do that. We go in the summer, we go and get a wing-back in the summer or two wing-backs. That's when
I think we need two, blood, and then Ahmad can play in the 10.
Ahmad can then be moved forward. We just lose so much when Ahmad's
until
not there.
Then, I don't even want to see Ahmad in a 10 because what I saw yesterday told me, these men can't do what Ahmad does.
Yeah, so, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I wouldn't mind seeing Anthony at right wing back though, and seeing Ahmad in the 10, bro. I wouldn't mind seeing that just because I want to see what it looks like when we go and get a couple left-footed wing backs. So say you go and get Davis on a 3 and then you get 8 Nori, blood, and stick 8 Nori on the right. In Ahmad's position, it's different. It's different gravy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
mean, already them transitions gravy. We had yesterday, Rants, that we're definitely getting a chance because we're
killing it. But in transition, the most important positions are the 2 fullback positions and the 2 10 positions. And the left 10, bro. The amount of times we went to Garnacho when the play broke down, it was killing me. There was a chance where he had it, where he just needed to step across Saliba, and then. He's through and he's literally in the box and he lets Saliba get back. And I'm just
you know, Tyrone, you know me, and I've been trying to defend this guy natural thing, but I think
are you finally realizing now, Saeed? Yeah.
Nah, I think for me,
see his age group, loan him out.
Man said this for time. Impact player or not at Man United at all?
I want the Arda Goulet guy.
You know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is though? You know when we talk about coaching, and I don't want people clipping this up and saying, look at us, man, hunting on Garnacho. I'm just talking about the game. It's simple as this. When this guy plays in this 10 role, why is he playing on the left touchline like he's just a winger? Bro, it's free.
Because he doesn't, because you don't want to be in the congestion bit because he ain't
know
got
how to be in that area. He hasn't got the IQ, the nous, the movement, the touch and goals to play in that role. He was playing there yesterday and he was getting the ball on the left wing touchline more occasions than he was in that 10 role. He just doesn't know how to play it. This formation is not for him. Stop forcing it. Unfortunately, play him off the last 10 minutes off the bench, and that's the way it goes. Football is not. You're not meant to be cuddled everywhere, Saeed. If a formation don't suit you, don't play players in that formation.
But bro, if you remember, I think it was the Bodo Glimt game. Yeah, like the manager played Dalot on the left and was inverting Dalot as a wing back because Garnacho kept staying out wide. So he inverted the wing back, bruv, to accommodate him. And like, bro, he can't play in that half space. He cannot. He don't have the ability.
Yeah, sell him.
But you know what it is though, Mandem? Yeah, it's like I'm trying to tell everyone, we're moving differently now. We got things going, and then I'm seeing Garnacho there. And then it's then I have to tell people, what do you mean you're going somewhere? You got Garnacho and that and Hojlund, and these men are not ready right now. I've got to tell people that, and that's not. I'm not saying it's a bad thing on the manager because he's having to deal with it, but surely the manager's got to see this and be like, man, this ain't it, bro. In the left 10 role where. You've also, it's not like you're playing 10 role. You've got to drift out wide. And Rashford came on yesterday, and I come to you, Marcel, but even Rashford couldn't do nothing, bro, yesterday. Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, Rashi just looks like if he can't play forward in this system, it's going to be time's up for him. I think he definitely can't play in the left 10. I think Garnacho's still young, so I'm going to be a bit with you, Saeed. And we all are getting to a point where, his time's running out, Garnacho. And it's more of a... what Ty's saying in the sense of it's an unfortunate one. This shape and this system just doesn't accommodate his abilities. You know, especially in that left forward back, especially in that left forward position. So I was hoping, you know, we saw a lot of like reports and that with, you know, Sky Sports putting him at left fullback, you know, and I can kind of see now, you know, in terms of that inverted style or that attacking style that Ruben has, but that's for the right fullback. You know, that's what we're seeing. The right fullback has that kind of winger attributes, and the left fullback's meant to be a universally renowned, world-class left fullback that can go bomb up and down, very good defensively, mainly, and can do the offensive work, which Dalot just looks surplus to requirements in that regard in the left fullback area. So it's just it's a big issue. It's a big issue, but you're right to tell people that we're working on something, Saeed. It's just that we're dealing with the predicament of he can't change anything right now. So he's got to do a puzzle every single game week with the minutes, with the
This is why I like the rotation, Marcel. He's finding out himself who I want and who I don't.
Yeah. It's the best way to learn who can do what he needs is by playing everyone.
Bro, and it's not by force, it's by choice. He's not forced to do this, you know. Ten Hag will play the same 11. He doesn't business. This
might get injured.
That's why I'm looking at this and the Mandem in general. Like it's like this is a damn good manager. He's using his brain. He's utilizing everything available to him in this squad, and he's giving them a fair chance. And I think maybe if the season had started, he might have been obsessed with his 11 and certain things. But this predicament has given him an opportunity to really get the best out of us. And I think even that result yesterday was not a bad result for us. We saw
yeah, you're right.
We saw the first half, and he was very, very smart in what he done. I'm surprised he played Malacia, but it worked for what he wanted. And that style and that characteristic of a left fullback.
Malacia was very good, man.
Yeah, we just need to upgrade it, Rance.
Malacia needs to be the backup. He needs to be the backup left wing back.
Yeah, and we need a world-class one in.
And he can get better. Malacia can get better as well. Remember, he's just coming from that man injury, but
18 months.
18 months. Not most man didn't think he'll make it on this side of the year. Everyone thought he'll be like after January he'll be coming back.
I don't think he'd ever come back. I thought he was in prison. You know. Can't lie, bro. I just thought, I'm telling you, bro.
I hear it. And I'm going to put my hands up because I was a firm believer in Luke Shaw. Last season, I was like, listen, convert him to a left centre back, please. Because that's where we're going to be able to get the best out of him. But even there, just looks dire now.
His body's done.
Just too like we need that. I can happily be called as someone that has an agenda because now I have an agenda against him. Now I cannot keep him at the club, and you're never available for us. Even at left centre back, where I felt like you could have at least played 20 games in a season. At left wing back, you're only going to get 10 or 5. You can't do it. But at left centre back, he could have at least done 20 games for us in a season. You know, so he needs to go. But the standard, the standard, the gold standard of right wing back is Ahmad. I just can't see him in a 10 anymore. We need to upgrade those 10 positions. Mount, there needs to be a better footballer at the club than Mason Mount in the right 10, even though he's good at the job.
There's better players that's going to be.
I've been saying about Mason Mount. It's just cardio, bro. Like, I need to do cardio, not Mason Mount. You know what I mean, like, bro,
he's good.
He's need to do cardio.
He's technical though. Saeed, he's technical, and
but in this system, one thing I realize in this system, you have to be a footballer, and you have to be you have to be technically good in this system and you have to be press resistant. Yeah, I realize you got to be press resistant, and those two players that you mentioned there, Marcel, in terms of and Garnacho and Dalot. And I told you, Saeed, there's going to be players who otherwise would have done well in a traditional 4-3-3, whatever it was, that are going to become victims to this system. But when you're looking at Garnacho and you're looking at Dalot, that's north of 100 million if you can make the right sales. So for me, like, what are you holding on to? Like, right now, it's not even personal again. If you can let them two go in the summer to clubs who's going to take, because you know what I don't want to happen is that people start saying Garnacho's totally crap and Dalot's crap because they're not working in this system, forgetting that they can actually do a job in a different.
The difference though with the two that you just mentioned, I just think Dalot is exhausted and he's been literally ran through the ground.
I think he's going to be a victim. Do you know why I think he's going to be a victim? Not because he's crap, even though I don't rate him. I just look at it and say the back three, Dalot's not in there for me. The fullback positions, left or right.
He could be a backup though.
Not if someone wants it for 50 million. My backup's got to be 25, 20 million.
Yeah,
and have better characteristics than what he does in those wing backs.
Let's talk about Dalot's characteristics here. He's a good ball carrier. He's good on the ball. Technically, he's sound. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what are people missing from his game. What do you think?
No, he's decent in the first phase. I think in this system, Dalot is a centre back. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's a wing back in this system. I think he's a centre back in this system.
Right,
so
centre back.
He's a backup centre back. He's a backup right centre back.
Other centre backs, bro. That's the
problem.
No,
I don't think so. Because if you think about it this way, say he's back up to Lenny Euro, say he's back up to Lenny Euro when Lenny Euro's fit. Maguire's back up to Delete in the middle when he's fit. And then we've got Lisandro Martinez, and we don't have a left. Well, Shaw was meant to be the backup to him, but Shaw's always injured.
Though? Because
Mazraoui starts as a wing back here if he's fit.
In what wing
he starts as a wing back.
On the left hand side, I have left. I have Mazraoui. Right,
I don't think so.
I think so. Mazraoui's better on the ball than Dalot, bro.
Yeah, I agree, but I think Amorim's best 11, he's left back. From what I've seen, is normally left-footed. I don't know if he's left.
Yes, it is. Yes, he does. He doesn't
at
invert both sides.
He don't invert both sides.
Normally, he inverts one side and plays one strong side.
Yeah,
so Mazraoui can't play there right now.
We don't have anyone who stands out than Mazraoui. This is what I'm saying.
So hold on a minute. He played Araujo at Sporting Lisbon, and he's right-footed.
It depends. He mixes it up.
Yeah. And the right side is I'm sure Araujo is right-footed. Let me go check now.
Because from what I'm seeing,
he mixes it up though. But Mazraoui is good enough that he plays regardless.
You see me, Mazraoui. To be honest, he's got he can kind of put up a case to start. Because I see Euro long term in the middle of the three at the back.
No, I think Mazraoui starts regardless.
I think long term, long term, I don't see Euro on the right. Long term, I think he's going to be the center. He's going to be in the middle of the defense. He can play the ball. He can cover. He's got a good coverage pace. He's good in the air.
I think he's on the right, bro. And the reason why I say I think he's on the right is because of his pace, bro.
Because of his recovery pace. He can then cover for the wing back when the other team break.
That's the whole point. The whole point of how the manager uses the left and right centre back, and this is why I said Dalot, is because he likes to use fullbacks there because they're playing in wide areas anyway. They're only narrow when we're defending, when the wing backs get forward, but they actually press high in the right back area and the left back area. If you look at where they press out wide like this.
Yeah.
They don't press.
You don't want Maguire out there in them lot.
Exactly. You don't want Maguire getting around.
You want the lit.
I think as good as Delete and that has been, they've been also caught wondering certain times when it's time to get back. Their cover pace hasn't been the best. I don't see.
Delete is okay, bro.
He's all right, but he has been caught out a couple of times.
I think he's been all right, man. I think he's dropped 7 out of 10.
No, he's been good.
Delit's never gonna stand out. He's never gonna be like amazing and do anything great. And he's just solid, consistent in that centre back role. Though I don't want him in the channels. I don't want Maguire in the channels. I think if you play a back three, and we saw Maguire yesterday with his passing and showing you how he can start attacks from that. If him and Delite are rotating there, I'm cool with that. I don't want him in the channels. I want Euro in the right.
Delite and Maguire, you keep away from the channels, bro. Yeah, you play fullbacks there, or you play Lenny Euro there. That's why I think long term Lisandro Martinez ain't surviving.
You see where Maguire and all these men go, I think this manager is going to bring in at least one centre back of his own.
Yeah, he'll bring in one, but only one. You get rid of Lindelof and Evans, and you bring in one young G,
and he'll bring in a left-footed. He'll be left-footed as well.
And I think I think the one that he does bring in though, I think he's going to want him to start. I don't think he's bringing in a backup.
No.
I think every player that the manager brings in is going to be a player that he thinks can start.
Yeah, I think he's replacing Lisandro Martinez.
This is a great.
I think Lisandro's getting replaced.
Let me ask you this question. This is a great time to ask you lot. No, because we spoke about it before. So we just played Everton, and you know who we were linked to in the summer. And obviously Everton are struggling at the moment financially. The way Brantwaite played on the weekend, and he's come back. Are you man still on for Brantwaite at left centre back? Because I'm a bit unsure now.
Man. It's still not bad, but I just think for me,
I'm a bit unsure. Saeed now, you know.
I'm not going to judge him off one performance, especially coming back from injury. I'm not going to do that. However, the manager might come in and decide that he knows the left-footed centre back that he wants. And I'm okay with that because I trust the manager.
You know, he had Inacio over there. Listen, Brantwaite's not a bad player, but obviously it just depends on the price, innit? Like if he was to cost 40 million, which I don't think Everton are selling for that year, then cool. But it's all about perspective, bro. If he cost 70, 80 million, they were all doing this. Oh man, bloody.
If the manager gets 4 players inside, what positions do you think he gets? If he gets 4 players in the summer,
he gets a striker in.
Yeah.
that's one.
For me, a midfielder. Striker, midfielder, left
That's
10,
2.
left 10, and a fullback.
See, I don't know.
I think we need 2 wing backs.
Yes.
We definitely need a midfielder.
Yeah.
In that can play in that pivot, and we also need at least 110 blood. So, brother, I'll be real.
That's it. So that's no striker there with Rad. So
but there's 2 that are going to be free.
I don't think we need
Angel free.
I don't think we need a defender, or a striker more than we need to reinforce the wing back areas, because those are critical for the system, bro.
Same.
They're critical. So we need 2
and 10s.
Yeah. But that's what I mean.
Mandem.
Yeah,
we could do a Chelsea, man.
We're going to bring in more than 4 players. I'll tell you why. Because Ericsson will leave on a free. Evans will leave on a free. Lindelof will leave.
Down.
Do you know what I mean? I think Maguire will stay. I would
give him a new contract.
I'd keep him. I'd extend his contract and just cut his way.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that as well.
I'd keep him. He's in his 30s now, yeah. He's not going to get big money nowhere else. And to replace his quality, we're going to have to spend at least 50 million, bro. You're better off keeping him as a squad player. He's not moaning. He's not unhappy. We've tried to get rid of him in the past. He's happy to stay and be a squad player.
I like the way he spread the balls yesterday. I said,
bro, he can play, bro. He can be Johnny Evans, bro.
I don't want to go down I went last time, but listen, like, there's a reason why I rated him. You know what I mean? I have that knowledge, you feel me? Like, it's one of them where,
he can be Johnny Evans.
Yeah. You know what I mean? My thing is, say now in the summer, we sell 4-5 man,
I think Anthony's gone. So Anthony's gone. Ericsson's gone for sure. Evans is gone for sure. Lindelof's gone. That's 4 man gone.
I think Castays.
I think Castays 1 more year.
Yeah, I think he's
maybe for experience, maybe just hold it down 1 more year. Yeah,
maybe I don't know. He might, I'm
not gonna lie. If Saudi come in though, the club won't. If they come in with 6,
the club will take the money.
The club will take the money. Yeah, of course. Because then Amorim
that's 5 in.
I believe in Amorim to reinvest the money, but also get someone on cheaper wages. We'll get someone good.
5. That's 5. Yeah,
that's 5.
You could actually do a Chelsea this summer if you wanted to and buy like 6-7 players. But these are like. A couple of them are frees, by the way, because there's a couple of frees in there in terms of Angel Gomez. We've got Thingy. What's his name?
If we get Davis and Gomez both on frees,
what's this song?
That's 10 out of 10 business.
Yeah.
What about song on the free? Is that fake news?
No, bro. I said I would take him on a free, because it's an upgrade.
Tyrone, man, tell him it's not a good signing, man.
But them man are saying no, bro.
Why is it a bad signing? Why is song?
I'm saying if it's Young-Min Son in the channel, if it's Young-Min Son in the channel yesterday against Arsenal,
what's his numbers for him to be on the decline? Last
Son's
season,
legs are going, bro.
I'm not having.
They can be going, bro. I'll be real. They can be going, yeah. Like his Ivory goal's not gone, bro.
Son is 32. Legs are
aggressive. That's what they said about Mo Salah, man. And the
nah.
That's
I hear you, but nah. You know what? Though, with Salah, though, you look at him and they might say, "Oh yeah, he's declined," but he's still like.
Listen, some of them man that part of you. Some of them look like they're 22 until they're 80.
Not as explosive.
Yeah, don't change.
Bro, do you know what it is, Musa? Salah's like, he's still scoring now, but he wasn't scoring as much yet. But his intelligence and the way he plays his game now is like, it's different level now, the way he creates. Son, 32. And what I'm going to talk about is the wages. Bro, we're trying to stay away from this big 250k and that. Son's on big bread, the South Korean killer,
Now, how much money is Son on that?
He's
not be on decent bread. He's the South Korean hitman. He's selling shirts.
At Tottenham, he can't be on big bread.
He would be one of the guys that like got the.
Son is getting 9 million a year, nearly 10 million a year.
He's on the like.
What is that a week?
He's
200
right
He's just just under 200. Was he on that 190 or something?
190, 180.
So, I'm not having Son, man. I'm not. I can't.
I think with Son, you see the type of player that he is and his profile. Them man look after themselves. If someone can play up to 35, 36 and score goals,
190,
But I told you, he's not even on 200 buff. He's not even on 200 bags, bro. Listen, this player's on less money than
you don't rate Son.
I think he's declining.
I don't rate Son, but I don't rate Son right now.
Listen, you see when we got
Son, yes. Do I want him as part of the new Amorim project? No.
Brother, a declined Heung-min Son is better than Rashford, Anga, Nacho.
Why don't we get someone new? Get someone fresh?
No, but what I'm saying is,
brother, it's free blood. Like it's a stopgap blood. Like in life, you can't deal with everything at once. You can't.
Brother, getting Son
sometimes you need to just have stopgaps, bro.
Yeah, getting
Go on,
Son
Musa,
on
go on,
2 years
Musa, as
for
well.
free.
Sorry.
I think
Okay. Son
on
or
2
I
years.
said for me, Musa, yeah. Son or Leroy Sané.
Son.
Son, bro.
Both.
Son is, bruv, watch.
Yeah.
Both. They're-
Man, sounds like nobody. But yeah, listen.
No, I would take in that situation. I really like Son as a left forward. I think that's a position. If we're
Yeah.
talking about, we need a
I'll
left
take
forward,
Son if
which
I
is
had
the one
to,
that we
yeah.
need. I think Kobe can do the role when he's fit. I think Kobe's a thing.
We did say that. We did say that.
You know, I could see it. You know, especially if we're still dealing with the manager can't change much right now. If we're saying who's the best left hand in the club right now, I think it's Kobe Mainoo.
I mean, when we're talking about Marcel, and I agree with you, but we're talking about a game like yesterday where Kobe's starting, and then you take him off, and you bring Son on. None of us is going to be on. Like we're like, okay, something might turn up right now. But with this
Son's on
Rashford
fumes, blood. You put him on for 20 minutes, he's a problem.
is a problem.
I can see that.
Ultimately, I hope we don't go over there and we're desperate. You know what I mean? Hopefully we got.
What you say,
it's not even
Saeed?
a
What you
desperate
take?
thing.
Son, do you take his son?
He said no.
I said no.
I said
Okay.
yes, but our managers told us that he wants players that he don't have to coach basic decision making.
Yeah, fair.
He wants
fair.
top level players, bro. If you bring in Son, you don't need to tell him what to do. You just put him in that inside left, and just say, "Cook, my G."
Oh, where's my man at Brighton? That's my done as well.
What,
Mitoma?
But that's my baller, man.
He's a
Where
That's
is
my
he at?
baller.
No, he would
can
cook
get
in the
Toma.
10, you know, because he could
He's the
dribble.
new-
No,
he's
he would.
the new
Because
son.
he can
guy.
dribble.
Toma
Anyone that can dribble,
in
if you
that
can
left
dribble in the
10,
10, you're
Oh
in
perfect.
that
my
left
God.
10, he is
Good.
terrorizing.
You
why
told me
don't-
don't do that.
Why don't we get rid of Rashi?
Get rid of him.
They'll keep Ganacho, but if they get rid of Rashi, just get Kava. Just get Kava Skrilla, whatever his name is.
Yeah, they should get.
Send
But
Garnacho
they should
to
get rid of both
Brighton.
of them youths, blood.
Send
I'll be
Garnacho
real.
to Brighton on loan. Send him
Get
to
rid of
Brighton
both
on
them
loan.
youths, blood.
Oh.
Get Angel on a free and then buy another left 10 and we're good, bro. I swear.
Yeah.
I don't want to give up on Ganacho because he's so young, but I do agree with everyone. I can't see him in the 10 positions, which is just a massive issue.
You know what
now.
it is? These man, you know this left 10 role, yeah? You need to do this. You
Yeah,
see Garnacho
you need
and
a
Rashford.
glider. You need, this is why
you need gliders.
you know who my shout was, and I know injuries have got him, but you know who my shout was? It was from your ends, Musa. Man was gonna say Eze, you know.
Eze is good.
Eze
Eze,
can
I
do
don't know.
some
Bro,
I don't know
he's
about
a
Eze, man.
perfect
He's a
glider,
killer.
that left
Yeah.
10, you know.
Left
I
10
don't
will
know
be a
about Eze,
problem.
man.
Glider.
Bruv,
Yeah,
look at the
Eze
state
is
of
good.
look at the state of us, blood. Talking about left 10s and we just sold Sancho, blood.
Right,
You know
I
the
know,
ones
I
that-
know.
Nah,
Yeah,
bro,
that's
look at the
crazy.
state of this club, bro. I'll be real,
Oh.
blood. Man got rid of
I
Sancho to
told
be
man,
doing
Ten
left
Hag
10s.
done a number on us.
And now we're talking about Eze and that, bro.
Yeah,
Nah,
hey,
we're-
Rams, you'll be on your watch alongs, enjoying yourself.
hey,
with
nah,
Eze
we're
gliding, boy.
starving, bro.
Eze can glide though.
Eze
Eze
can
can
Even
glide.
Felix,
Yeah,
man.
but,
Wilson's
bro,
boy,
we're
Felix.
starving,
You know what I mean?
Felix is a bad boy. Felix as well is a bad boy.
We're
you know
starving.
what? He
blood.
would've
man,
cooked in
man
there,
got
bro.
rid of rice and peas for some plain rice and that. That's what it
Plain
is,
rice, bro.
You
That's
know
what
that
I'm
nah,
saying,
it's
man.
Saeed thing, bro. Like man
That's a
can't be talking
lie.
about Eze and we just let go of Jaden on loan, you know, some idiot thing.
No
bro.
season.
Eze's better, I can't lie, so.
Better at what?
It's hard to say.
Better
It's
than
hard to
Sancho.
say.
No, he's not.
What?
Man. Stop that,
What,
man.
Swear
It's hard to
down.
say.
Yeah.
Eze is better than Sancho.
Bruv, Eze don't even know what that Champions League music is, blood. When he's
Nah,
watching
nah,
that on
nah,
TV,
nah.
that's
For
on
me,
mute, blood. What's
Left
man
10,
talking about?
left 10, I'm having Eze
Eze
over
is not
Sancho.
crap though. He's not crap.
Bruv, yeah, but he's not crap, but he's not Sancho like, man.
I'm having Eze over Sancho in the left 10.
What makes you say that? Because I've never heard you.
Because I feel like he's
Um,
a better ball carrier, better
Eze,
dribbler, and I think he's a
Better
calm
dribbler
finisher.
than Sancho. Hey, brother, what is
Yeah,
wrong
dribble,
with you?
no,
You're
dribbling
right.
at pace, taking on players. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Bomber clot.
dribbling at pace, taking them on. I
Yo,
do.
blood.
Yeah.
I
You
swear
know,
down, man.
if you get the ball at the halfway line, if you get the ball at the halfway line, you get the ball at the halfway line on the half turn, bro. If you get the ball at the halfway line on the half turn, I'm seeing Eze or Sancho. I think Eze can definitely glide a bit further up the pitch. I want someone that can ball carry it further. He can create, he
It's
can
all
score.
back, no bite, man.
Eze's underrated. You man up.
No, he's not. I rate Eze, blood, but Eze, bruv, Eze's final
soft,
everything is why he's at Crystal Palace. I'll be honest, like.
What? Wait, so
Eze-
if I said to you, man, right now, left 10, you lot are having Sancho over Eze, yeah?
I'm not sure. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I
same.
Bro,
Same.
I am. I
not
am.
Decision.
I am.
I'm
Left
having
or-
Sancho
left-
over Eze, I
left
can't
or
You
lie.
know
right
why I say
ten,
this?
no,
I
this
like
was a-
Sancho.
Left or right 10, bro. Sancho's
I
weight
like
of class
Sancho.
is a million times better than
But,
what Eze could ever dream
But
of.
all round, everything else, strength, hustle and bustle,
Yeah.
neat,
Nah,
IQ,
bro.
like
I'm not sure.
Eze's finishing is also poor. That's why he's still at
Oh.
Crystal Palace. Because
That's
when he
why I
gets
said,
into
no one
areas,
came
man
in for him,
misses,
you know.
man
You
misses
know he
from
was-
8 yards out. Bro, against us, he had 2 chances, 8
Oh, do
yards
you know
out.
what?
Yeah.
Put them
Hey,
both
Rance,
wide.
I'm not gonna lie, Rance.
You
This is a
can't
split
finish.
decision, you know, because I think Moose is with me. You
Brother,
and Saeed are saying Sancho and Marcel.
Let me do a poll. Let me do a
Bruv,
poll.
Listen, yeah, I will tell you, yeah, because I've been one of Eze's biggest fans before every man. I had Eze backdrops years ago. These men know about me.
You bust
I know,
me,
yeah.
You
Eze
bust me on That's
Eze
what
has
I'm
mad talent, yeah, but his final everything is poor. His final shot is poor. His final pass is poor. His decision making is poor, blood. That's why he's still at Palace, bro. Because he's gonna cost about 60, 70 mil.
In our team,
and
he could
his final ball is not it in any scenario, bro. You don't have the weight of pass of Jaden.
No, I'm not paying that type of money.
Finishing of
But that
Jaden.
position I told you, I want Arda Güler. That's my guy. Go into Madrid, get
Bro.
the money.
Bro,
and bring my
I
guy.
don't even want to play it like that, bro. I'll be honest. I think we need.
It's a good
I think we
debate.
need-
It's a good debate.
We
Eze
need
or
functional
Sancho in the
players,
team.
innit? We need functional players in this system. We need players that are good enough athletes, yeah, and good enough on the ball and good enough at decision making. They don't have to be absolute world beaters. They don't.
That's
They
why I
have to
take
be.
Cuckoo
They have to be
generally.
hybrid players. That's why Acuna
Who's
makes more
Chelsea's
sense.
top goal scorer?
I take Cunha. I tell
Yeah,
people.
he is.
Cunha's
All
sick as
competition.
well. I
Chelsea's-
take Cunha
yeah.
all day.
No,
He's
we
a-
don't get
he's
Cuckoo on a loan here because he's not really getting game time.
He's their top goal scorer.
He's another player, and Cuckoo's a hybrid because he's a good athlete when
Yeah.
he's fit.
Yeah.
He's good
Yeah.
enough on the ball.
And he can score
He can
goals.
drift wide and he can score goals.
Yeah,
Our formation is actually tailor made to someone like Nkunku perfectly.
it is, bro.
Yeah.
I've been saying, but people are looking at. He's not been injured since February, guys, man.
Because he's a hybrid 10. Bro.
I would do a
hybrid
6-month
10 that
loan
can
thing.
play out wide, bro. Like we've seen
Bro.
Eze out wide. Eze out wide, ain't it, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? We need hybrid 10s. We need
Yeah.
guys that are 10s but play on the wing, like Elise, like fucking what's his name at Tottenham, Kulusevski. That's why I said Sancho. Sancho's a
Do you
10.
think-
Sancho's a 10 winger, bro. Like
Do you
you
think
need
the 10 position?
like a Grealish, a 10 winger. These are the guys we need that can go down the outside and can also cut inside and link. That's what we need.
Based on what we have already now, though, do you think that the 6 or the 10 is more important to us right now, based on what we have?
The 10,
Because that's
because
6
our attacks keep breaking down, bro.
Yeah. We
That's
get the ball
dry,
through
man.
them, and they don't know what to do. That's the problem. Even a Charles Pedro, I
Because
think
that
is very
Bruno Ugarte thing can't work, man. None of them are press resistance.
I
None of
think
them
it
like-
can work.
Nah,
You know why I
really
don't
good.
agree? You know why I think why
Yeah.
I don't agree? Yeah, if you've got proper 10s, you can get away with the Bruno Ugarte.
Get away with it, yeah.
Because the problem is, yeah, when Bruno gets the ball and Ugarte gets the ball, Ugarte needs a simple pass. He's not a passer, innit? But we need 10s that are confident to come and receive the ball in between the lines and say, yeah, give me the ball and turn and go. We don't have that. Garnacho don't want to play in the pocket. He's too far out wide. On the other side, Mount don't want to drop in the pocket. That's why against Everton, when Xerxes was dropping in that little pocket, he was getting loads of the ball. But our 10 should be dropping in there. But they're not dropping in there because they're scared, bro.
Yeah, do you know what?
So if we
Yeah,
got
I
I
agree
agree
with
with
Francis.
Francis.
You know
You
what?
know, when you look
My
at
six,
Musa, when you look at it,
Go on.
when you look at our number 10s, you got Mason Mount, obviously Garnacho's played in there, Rashford in that. Even yesterday, when I saw them guys in them 1v1 situations, which were in yesterday, I was saying to Cass, because he was at my yard, I said, these man play with fear. These man actually play with fear. Like, I want someone that's going to get the ball. And this is how I think. And look, if I lose the ball, cool. If I'm playing in that role, yeah, I'm back in my pace to say I'm going to cause them trouble. I'm not going to be the best dribbler or whatever it is, but I've got pace, right? So I'll get the ball and I'm going
Bring
to
him
turn
home.
and I'm going to face them. Because as a defender, the last thing you want to be doing is running back to goal. And you've got to either make a great challenge or you're getting dusted and you're going to take a yellow. When Rashford, Garnacho, and these players get the ball in them, they're looking to play it out wide or go backwards. Just
They
turn
get
like
frozen.
Cunha, like Cunha. Just get the ball and drive with it. Because if you get tackled, I'm going to sit at home and be like, yeah, do you know what? Cool. You tried to make something happen. But there's going to be some times where you actually get the ball and you're going to drive and all it does is
And
create
open
space.
up
You can have
space,
runners
yeah.
coming off. Osman play with fear. I do agree with Rance. In that number 10, Osman play with fear. And if it's not
that's
fear,
why
it's
Kobe
Bruno.
can play in there.
Bruno
Because Kobe
can't run.
likes to turn and drive, blood. And
Yeah.
that's why.
Bruno don't play with fear, but he can't run. So we can't do nothing.
But
But
so
that's
does
it,
Ahmad.
man.
Ahmad can turn and drive.
Yeah.
If you had
Yeah.
Ahmad and Kobe in them 2-10 spaces,
Yeah, it's no
receiving it
problem.
and driving,
Yeah.
the wing backs can then get forward and then you start to create overloads. The problem is we
That's
don't
the
have
two that
10s
I
that
wanted
can
to
turn and
see.
drive.
I wanted to see Ahmad and Kobe behind.
Bro, I've been saying, man.
I
Let me
wanted
just.
to see-
Yeah,
I
go on.
think Kobe is the best left 10, but I think we need an upgrade on Mason Mount because his pressing's really good. We just need a better right forward, like a
but Ahmad can press, bro.
No one presses like Ahmad in the team.
Ahmad, like this manager has really discovered a new position for Ahmad. I just don't think you should take him out of that space.
No, you can't at the moment, but we have to find someone better than him in that position so we can move him into the 10.
Yeah.
But at the moment, in this squad, he's our wing back. He has to be
in Robo Rants, in world football.
Sancho's winning so far.
This manager has created a very much niche position in terms of what the characteristics are required in the right wing back.
He's got the 16-year-old at Sporting. What's a 16-year-old at Sporting?
Imagine that's the only other player that looks like they can play inverted.
But he's not as technical. He's not as technical as Ahmad, but they have similar characteristics.
He's more of an athlete. He's more of an athlete.
Like, chat, let me know. Chat, let me know who else in world football is a right forward as a right wing back as good as Ahmad.
Nah, but you know what he'll do? Yeah, he'll find a right winger and he'll try to turn him into a wing back.
It's Musa's boy. Musa's boy.
That's it.
That's what he'll
Musa's
do.
boy, innit? What's the man today in the group chat? You were saying the Dutch brother.
Who's that?
What's his name, man? The Frimpong. You like Frimpong, innit?
Yeah, but Frimpong's right-footed, not left.
Oh, you're talking about left-footed. Oh, sorry, left-footed.
Yeah,
okay.
Literally, what I'm asking is,
it's a very unique profile. He's right.
Yeah, there's nobody. So it's like,
you
go get someone like fucking what's his name, Conseil Sao or something.
Yeah, Conseil Sao.
That Quenda guy. That's Quenda.
But the Quenda Musa is going to be Ahmad's number 2.
Quenda's been likened, but he's been likened to Saka at Arsenal. He's been likened to Saka also. So you see, like Pedro Neto that left Wolves to go Chelsea. My man would have had him right fullback.
Ahmad there. Right wing back.
Saka and Ahmad there's not that much difference. And Saka used to play in the wing back / fullback position. Saka could play this position cold right now. He could do this dirty under this manager. But what I'm trying to say is, when you look at world football, there's not people with.
There's a few though. I just think they're not.
But he'll make his own, bro. He'll go and get a winger. You'll go and get a winger. That's a good athlete and has got defensive attributes, and he'll make his own. That's why I think someone like Nouri's proper, because he plays fullback and he ain't a fucking defender, bro.
I don't know why you're not saying that.
He ain't a defender. He's not a defender. There's nothing defensive about this brother, but he can do it.
He's cold. He's cold, but he's gonna be. Hopefully, he's our left wing back, and he's a good right wing back option.
Yeah, but if we can get Davis left wing back, then he play left wing back. Then you get Nouri cutting in because
Nouri's like a dribbler. He gives you that Algerian vibe.
But I think it still stands. That's Nouri and Ahmad competing for right wing back. Still get me a world class right forward.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing. No, I'm agreeing with this. I'm saying that's perfect news to my ears. I'm saying you need to keep Ahmad as a right wing back and get another player like Nouri.
You know what though? You know what it is? You know what it is, Marcel? Even if he had Ahmad and Nouri, there could be times that Ahmad could play in the 10 and Nouri could play out wide. And I'm loving that still. Why not? Why not? Could you imagine could you imagine the 1-2 give and goals, the IQ there?
And we've seen these managers ready to do that. We've seen these managers ready to do things like that. People never thought that they'll see Hojlund, Zertsky, and Rashford on at the same time and all that.
Yeah.
The manager already spoken about different profiles for different games, innit? So there'll be times where we see one or the other. There'll be times where we see both. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's all right.
What did you guys think of Zex's performance? Have you guys spoken about that?
Well, he started with the 10. He didn't have too many touches, bro. I think he had
Marcel, he's one of them. He's a rhythm play. You can't start. You can't come off
touches.
You either start him or don't really play him at all.
Yeah, bro. You know what it is? Second half, we were bypassing like everyone. Like I even see a comp of Ahmad like just in space, not getting the ball. Second half, Bruno was just hoofing everything. Second half, so we never really.
The goal changed it. The goal changed.
We couldn't put no passes together. Like the last half an hour, we weren't moving the ball well. We
crashed, man.
They all start on Saturday against Forest. Xerxes comes back in, Rashford comes back in, Kobe comes back in, Lissandro comes back in. That's 4 off the bat. Ahmad comes back in. That's 5 off the bat, Marcel.
Well, yeah, Lissandro's back, right? Yeah.
Lissandro, you know people don't realize
Changes.
Lissandro's ability to play the ball in them space and loft it over, man. So
that ball down that we play from the centre backs to the wing backs, we created loads of chances in the Everton game by the left centre back and right centre back just lofting it over the top to the wing back.
Over. And
you don't have that when you've got a right footer at left centre back. You don't have that.
No. I'm gonna get these super chats. There's 2.4k in the building. We're on 716 likes. Get these likes up. We need 1,000 likes minimum, people. Big up to RK says, man has Arsenal away twice, City, Spurs, Pool, Newcastle in a span of a month. Give him a break and time. No manager wants this. Yeah, big game on that one. Big up to Killis says, big up. Did Stoke City get promoted? Have to give it time, as there's a lot to ask for Amorim to beat Arsenal after just 4 games. What I don't like is Arsenal fans expecting United to set up differently. Lol. Big up to Richard says, United are soft poofs. Your team needs to hit the gym and can't handle the trip to the Lob City. Hojlund got sunned by Kivio, 70 million on a stripper. That's crazy. Unless you would have been a good left wing back. You know what? Again, we would never know it because he got sold in the summer.
He would have played there in this system for sure.
100%. He's a good ball carrier. Very good ball carrier.
Well.
Yeah. I'm not giving man that have on a United shirt time because they are young. If you need time, go on fucking loan. We don't need to develop man because we are trying to be consistently a good first. Big up to Zoetek says, what does Hojlund provide? People say he's physical, but Timber and Saliba bullied him on both corner goals. 72 million when people are out there hungry. Madness. Big up to Lawrence says, once we get to a point of consistency, automatic permits time for development because the club would be under pressure to be stabilized. We need to normalize loans. Not every youth is a star. Facts. If we go out and buy Brandford for 60 to 80 million, we never learn. When there's a young left side centre back, Inacio Sport 50 million max. Bond needs Brexit signings. Do a player comparison. Son for seller of EPL site. Big up to MDRI summarizes. Big up to Mandem. Amorim is pressure testing these players to see if they can break or break through. I'm sure he will put all these players in positions that they're unfamiliar with to see if they can adapt or need to move on.
I like it, and I'm all for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Respectfully, Raz, I told you on Truth to Show, Amorim's formula was exploited. You need a left winger striker and a 10. No more prospects. Eze is not it. And 2.4k, but only 704 likes. Why not? You like the stream? Real talk, man. Listen, people, hit the like button. We need 1,000 likes right now, people. Get them likes up, man.
Can I just respond to that side quickly? That guy saying that Amorim's style is like not it after these 4 games, and he's using the squad to what he can. We haven't even had a transfer window. Like, that's way too early to say Amorim's formula was exploited.
I think it was exploited, not it.
It was 0-0 at half time to a team that should be.
I know, it got exploited by 2 set pieces. That's been working against pretty much everyone else.
We exploited Arsenal.
Facts. You see, son, these numbers are mad, you know. Flipping it, son. Hey, I just thought, let me have a quick look. Son's numbers are mad, man.
Him and Kane have been dangerous.
Brother, man, need to understand with Heung-min Son, it's just like in boxing, the last thing to leave you is your power, innit, bro? Like, the last thing to leave you, in football, is your ability to put the ball in the onion bag, blood. That's why Mo Salah's still doing it. Like, man, Mo Salah's explosiveness has left him. A lot of things have left him. Look at the goal he scored yesterday on the swivel, touch, swivel, bang. You don't lose that.
Mad.
Do you know what I mean? That's the one thing that you don't lose, bro. It's just knowing with the ball.
That's why Ronaldo came to the league and scored. Ronaldo scored 17 goals or something.
Yeah, exactly. Because exactly. Ronaldo's touch has left him. His pace has left him. Everything's left him, but he's still beating off shots, bro. Like, that's the last thing to go. So when man are saying they won't take Heung-min Son on a free, when man's muscle memory is just back of the net, bro, I'm taking him on a free. Even if I know I'm getting him for 2 seasons, bro.
Do you know what it is?
Van Persie for 2 seasons. Give me
you know what it is? My way of putting it, last
season he scored 17 goals and 10 assists. You know what it is?
I like Son, I do really like Son, but I think because in that 10 role, I know you need to have a bit more than just scoring goals. That's why I'm like, nah, do you know what? He's
exactly.
But he's smart. He's smarter than you think, bro. You don't score the goals that he scores without having a bit of intelligence.
Starts playing and stuff.
But it's a hard one. It's a hard one, man.
I think he'll work harder than bloody Rashford was doing right now.
It's not hard to work harder than Rashford.
He's done,
and brother, let's not sleep on Rasmus Hojlund's lack of work rate as well, bro. Because I tell you what, people like to sleep on that, bro. You see, one thing about the likes of the Nunez's and the Jacksons and all that, bro, they put defenders under pressure. Even when they can't win the ball, they put them under pressure, brother. This guy is either on the floor or walking, bruv.
Bro.
The amount of times there was little 50-50s with Saliba and these man, he weren't interested in none of them,
What?
you know.
His shirt always drenched though, like he's done a mad shift and that. Have you noticed, man? His shirt is always drenched, you know, man. And I'm
Bro,
like,
it's nerves, blood. He's sweating because it ain't the game.
Like, bro, I'm just seeing, man. It's like his body, he's like, bro. It looks like, bro, he's been through like some sort of like mad battle.
I can't lie.
Got no balance, man.
Mandem, I think you're doing too much. I think you're doing too much.
No,
I think he's working hard. I think he is working hard for the team.
That's
I think
not enough.
He's pressing, and I think
he's not really
he's
though.
not demanding as a striker. If I was playing, like,
Do you
there's
feel
a
like
couple
he's
times-
there though, Marcel? Do you feel like he's there? Like we got
No,
to press-
Marcel, bro. I implore you, yeah, to watch. I watch it again yesterday, bro. Like he flatters to deceive when it comes to work rate, bro. Because if you look at someone like Nunes, yeah, he works hard. Like even if like, and then not just making runs into space, yeah, he puts pressure on players. He doesn't allow a centre back to receive the ball, be it calmly, blood. He rushes them.
Yeah.
Hojlund only runs when he thinks he's getting a pass. That's it.
Yeah.
If he's not running to receive the ball, he don't put defenders under pressure. He doesn't. All these men are just doing Cruyff turns and then man are waiting for the ice cream van when he's on there, blood. He's not on anything, bro. Like he doesn't make these men earn the right to play football.
to play out of their.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, that task is a difficult task for a forward because he's numerically outnumbered. So there's a level of intelligence that's needed to do it in the right ways and split the pitch in half and all these kind of things. So, but like you've mentioned players that are doing it, like Darwin and that, so and Jackson. So there's not much excuse there from that side of things. So I hear what you're saying. It's just I do feel like I'm seeing a player that is working. He is putting in a shift. He's closing angles and those kind of things. I want to talk more about his offensive work, though. I feel like he is chasing the front post, but like Garnacho in that game, not enough quality in his outside of the foot pass. And I think somebody else tried to play one across the box to him as well in that game as well. And
don't get me wrong, Marcel. Yeah, I'm more concerned about the 10s than I am the striker. If I'm being truly honest with you, yeah. Don't get me wrong, like, but I still need to see more than. But if you give him service, he's gonna do this.
Yeah, but the reason why I'm specifically highlighting this part of Hojlund's game is because this is what people said was his USP, blood. His off the ball stuff. Because I'm saying this guy is shit on the ball, but everyone was saying nah, but he presses and he does all these other things. So if your main selling point is that, then you better be Darwin, bro. You need to be Cavani, blood. Because if you're not scoring and you're not linking. If you're not linking play and doing all the other stuff,
you didn't respect Cavani enough, you know, man.
All the other stuff that I think is fundamental. If you can't receive the ball between the lines, if you can't protect the ball, if you can't bring your teammates into play, you need to be a fucking nuisance.
You know Igalo, yeah. You know Igalo.
Let me learn one thing, so just quickly.
Go on for it.
Why on Hojlund, like, I'm going to defend Hojlund in this situation of yesterday because for me personally, when I looked at it, I could see the frustration Rance is saying that he's not chasing other centre backs and stuff, but I actually feel like it was an instruction. So when I'm looking at Manchester United and their setup yesterday, the way Hojlund, Mason Mount and Garnacho were like kind of touching a little bit, they were allowing the defenders to kind of have the ball, and they were like, it was like there was a trigger to when Arsenal got into a certain area, then they all tried to kind of press together. It wasn't like one man just loosely pressing. So I feel like that was an instruction for Amorim to.
Well, you think it was an instruction to lose your jewels and not try and win the ball?
No, but that's different. No, bro, hear me.
No, because bro, I'm talking about even when the ball goes into it.
Do that, Rance, because I feel like what you're talking about is you're saying working hard and pressing all that. Now you're saying about winning your jewels.
No, bro, no. What you're not understanding from me is bro, when man talk about your effort and your work rate, bro, when man play the ball in,
but you were talking about pressing.
When man play the ball in you and you miscontrol the ball, fighting for second balls is still putting defenders under pressure. I said he lets these men have too much time to set themselves. He's not a nuisance, bro. As soon as he loses a battle, he gives up.
Okay, but you change it now. But when you're talking, you're saying
it's about all the same categories. I said putting pressure on the defender,
like
bro.
It was intelligent, but like we done well in the first half because we didn't actually press like a madman. We were compact, in shape, and pressing.
I'll be honest with you, though.
That's when we were good in the first half.
Brother, you can lose a duel, and still make a man's life difficult.
But that's different to what you were saying, right?
I'll be honest with you. I didn't.
The team were compact, and that's why we triggered like at certain moments. I think Rasmus was instructed.
I'm with you, but look, everyone on this panel, you have to agree. Did everyone believe that he wasn't this tidy on the ball? Because I thought he was a tidy player. Now I didn't think he was this bad because
I
you
don't
know
think he's that
I
tidy.
watched him.
I've never thought
Nah.
Rasmus is that tidy. No,
I thought he was a tidy
Look,
player.
look,
I thought
look,
he had
thought he
a
had
nice
the
tidy
basics,
left
innit?
foot.
Lurks is the
Because
tidy
you know
one.
what it is, left-footed players normally look after the ball well.
Yeah.
Normally, especially if you're paying 70 million for a left-footed player.
Yeah.
So I just assumed he was a tidy player.
But now you understand why I have been, his biggest critic from the beginning. Because my thing is, like, I need at least basic fundamentals. Like, you're 72 million pounds. A man are telling me about he presses well, bro. Nah. Like, and the thing is, pressing well. It's not Cavani Nunes like demon press. Like, it's not that. Like, it's not that, bro. Like, if your main thing you're trying to sell to me is this guy's a nuisance,
It's not even my man. What's my
terror,
man at
bro?
Leicester? What's the OG at Leicester? He even puts in the shit. What's his name?
Yeah, Jamie Vardy.
It's
not a Jamie Vardy thing where the centre backs are looking over their shoulder like, where's this brother? Because he's had 5 Red Bulls and they're shook. Like, it's not that.
Even Evanilson, have you might watch Evanilson? Like, yo, brother, you watch that Evanilson, by the way. He's getting on the ball, he's holding up. He's a nuisance. That
you know who's a bad boy, though, Saeed, that you always mentioning. I can't believe we weren't in for him. He's my man at Newcastle. He's such a bad boy.
Oh, Isaac.
Yeah, he's joke. He'd be my dream.
You know what it is for me?
He's too cold.
That's what we need.
Because
he's a proper Arsenal seated striker. If they get me, they're gonna have Arsenal shirts and Isaac.
No, but tidy. This is what I was talking about. Like, I never thought, like, with Hojlund, he's so untidy that it surprised me. Not being able to keep the ball bouncing off him. That level of untidiness as a left-footed player.
How are you supposed to build a system with that, though?
I don't know, because when we saw that with Anthony, and I said as much as we're on Anthony might be more tidier than him with his left foot.
No, he is. Definitely.
He is. Yeah,
he's technically all right. You know, people just slate him because of the price. You know, with Hojlund,
yeah.
People deceive
but they cost the same price, Leon, pretty much.
Yeah, you know what it is. People deceive they say like, oh, he's good at pressing and stuff just because he's got pace. But it doesn't mean he's got the intelligence to press in the right way. For me, I'd love to sit here and say, like, I'm not hating on the guy. I'd love to sit here and say, I hope it works out and stuff. But that's rip the script up and start again for me. Like, even stuff like where like he receives the ball and stuff, even like in tight pockets and stuff like that, he doesn't come towards the ball. I just feel like he's just not got it. Like, you know how people want Garnacho to have it as well? They just don't have it. I'll be real with you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can use him for what he's good at. He will slap you a couple of goals every now and then, but we need strikers that have an all-round game in it. Like, even Joshua Zirkzee the other day showed a lot of his all-round game. I know he's a different profile, but yeah, man, on the game,
I'm all of our players need to have an all-round game. This system means that we need loads of players that excel in loads of different things. They need to be well-rounded. This is why the manager likes Ahmad and Mazraoui, because they're well-rounded. They're not just good at one thing.
No,
like, this isn't a formation for specialists, really, like in one thing, bro. Everyone has to be a footballer.
But Ranch, you know what it is? You don't even need to be a 10 out of 10 and all. You could just be you could just be a 7 in all areas. But go on, sorry, go on.
No, I'm saying the thing is, right, we've gone from a transitional team to now Mandem. Do you know how to play football, guys?
Yeah,
bro. We've gone from kick and run where the Ten Hag said, I'm not playing Ajax way. We've literally had a cover teacher and we've gone to the exam thinking, shit, we don't know what to do now.
And we've sold all our footballers in the last process.
Yeah. You've gone to the exam, we're thinking, we haven't learned anything. We've been vibing for 2.5 years. And then all of a sudden, the manager, do you see the manager? He's like,
bro, I love it. He's separating the men from the boys. This is gonna show to all man on camera and in the training pitch who is gonna be here. Do you know what I love though? You know how the board have said, we're not. Well, it's come out. We're not gonna spend loads, whatever the bullshit they normally say, and that we're not gonna spend. But what it's gonna do, with the rotation and the use of the squad, is that it's gonna make Amorim's argument when it comes to the summer window. He's gonna be able to say, "Yo, this player is not surplus to requirements. This player is not." And the board can never turn around and say to him, "Oh, but you need to give man a chance. You need to give man minutes." No, he can say, "Look, I've utilized the squad from November to May. These players are not good enough, and these players are." And the board will have to back him on it because the case and the evidence is there in front of them. All of them, by the end of the season, are going to be playing, 12 to 15 games each minimum.
Yeah.
So there's none of this. The board have got to say, "Oh, you've got to utilize the squad more." No, you're playing every game. You're rotating it. So then come May, you know who's staying and you know who's not. And it will be easier for Osman as well. Osman will know. Osman will be able to sit here and May and say,
that's why I'm calm.
This man's staying.
Yeah, for me it's simple. Like, he's gonna get how many games has he got to the end of the season? Maybe another in all competitions. Is it 30? Is it 40? because he's coming like
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
early.
anywhere around there.
Yeah, so then like in all comps, so he's got a good sample size to see. Really, he's a smart guy. He would have come in and made his mind up on who he thinks. Like I said to you guys last week, who's in the red zone, who's in the amber zone, who's in the green zone. Obviously, Mazraoui and Ahmad before he came, people like Euro, probably like Onana for now.
Them man a chairman, Liam. Them man a chairman of the
he's
green
basically
zone.
gone green, but the amber zone people, he gets to test them out for the end of the season. 2 or 3 of them were proven right, but the rest of them, I mean,
Bro.
The thing is right now as well, what Saeed said is interesting, they're playing ball. You've always got someone close to you. So there's no excuses because like the basics of football are on show here because you're going to have a man to the left, right or behind. There's always going to be someone within 5-10 yards. So.
Garnacho, Hojlund and Mount in the final third, all them little giving little 1-2s, nothing was working. That was Marshall Rashford. I'm telling you now, that was Marshall Rashford and Greenwood. Yo,
hey, brother,
this is the thing as well, yeah.
You get me, Rand? Different.
When you see a man not release the ball at the right time, when you see a man struggle with short passes, when you see a man who are trying to make a decision while they're on the ball, it's all evident for us to see, and it's the stuff that we know already. Like Nacho really struggled yesterday, but it's not a surprise because he's not used to that. If you give him open ground, you give him open ground.
I just into Rants and Saeed. Look, this is what I've just been sent. Someone's watching the show. They said Garnacho Premier League stats this season. Hear me: 24-25, 14 games, 3 goals, 1 assist in the league. That assist came in the first game of the season. Don't let stats deceive you. First game of the season.
Yeah, but you know what it is?
The Xerxes cross. The
Xerxes cross. Play.
Which actually wasn't a great cross. Actually, it was a bad boy finish.
Yeah, it was a bad boy finish.
Ty, if you go on Twitter and you look at the comps, there's so many bad comps.
Yeah,
and
I'm not really a
the season.
Guy,
it's so bad, man.
Brother, even the other game where he scored the goal where he wrapped it in the top corner, that was a Hall of Shame cameo before that.
Man said Hall of Shame.
Bro, he tripped over the ball, blood, and the ball rolled out and he was rolling around, bro. Man were killing him and then he wrapped it in the top corner and started crying because of Faz.
Yeah.
Man, remember it, bro. Man started crying after he scored. Bro, that was one of the worst cameos we've ever seen in life, bro. And then he got swept onto the carpet because he scored. Crazy.
Yeah, who's that? He said that, Rants?
Just not good. Say again.
Who was he saying there that this got swept under the carpet?
Bro, the day when Garnacho scored and he didn't celebrate, and then everyone rolling on Faz with a pitchfork.
And I'm saying,
we need more talent than them.
I got one assist. Look got one assist, and it was the first game of the season, bro. That's what I'm saying. First game of the season was that assist with
You know what I like though as well. Do you know what I like?
Brother, Chelsea have got talent.
Could have.
Yeah, Martial's still balling out, you know.
You know what?
Man, bring him back in.
He's balling out. Yeah, Martial's the guy, man. You know what it is?
Oh, he's playing on the wing again as well.
Real ballers don't die, man.
Why is he playing on the wing, by the way? I'm sorry, but it's that.
Because man can still do the chop and that. No,
you know what?
He's playing on the wing, you know. It's mad.
On Amorim as well, yeah. On Amorim, I like what he's doing with the management of the players as well, because most players, managers get desperate and come into United, and they'll overplay like a Cobby. They'll kill Euro off with injuries early before he's like mid-20s. The way he's managing these guys, I like it, man. Because you don't need to throw. We could all do with Cobby last night, couldn't we? But he doesn't have to get burnt out all the time, innit? So I like the way he's managing it still.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. I just think for me, bro, I just think we're missing quality, man. Like, you know what it is, yeah? You could just go to Old Trafford, yeah, and you know that man's gonna get the ball and it's gonna do a madness like that kind of feeling where the unpredictability is what sets everyone aside. The difference, like you know what he's gonna do something that the manager is to coach. You know, he gets the ball and Ahmad, Ahmad is just shining because he's a baller. You know what I mean? We're like, oh, yo, you know what? I ain't gonna do anything.
Same with Mazraoui. Them man are not doing anything different to what they would normally do. They're just playing, bro. Because that's who they are.
Yeah.
So we need better players.
That's it, bro. If we could get better players, bro. And like
What's going on for Ericsson, though? What's going on for Ericsson? Because a young Ericsson in that 6 is serious.
He said, nah,
he ain't got the legs for it. The manager's not rating him at all.
I can't lie, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. When you have the Ipswich man, them rolling you over and that.
But how's he not played 1 minute though since though? You don't think it's weird though?
Because he's
actually he can still play certain games.
Nah, but bro, Leon, he's not played a single minute since.
Brother, in this formation, he can only play.
That's what I'm saying about Bruno then.
Man said Bruno's a problem.
Bruno's the same. No, I'm not saying Bruno's the same player. He's got legs. That's all he's got different. He's just got legs.
And that's why he plays. That's
But that's what I'm saying, though. You're then fitting square pegs in round holes where you don't need to play Bruno. You don't need to really play Bruno. You don't need to play Rashford. For us to be a better team, are you telling me that they take us to a next level? They don't really.
It's not take us to a next
game
level.
for Casemiro.
Who's got more legs in the 2 6 positions than Bruno Ugarte? Nobody.
No, that's why Bruno's playing.
That's why, Mandem. That's why
Casemiro would have done better for me yesterday.
In the 6.
Now they're the best. They're the best 2 players against the better opposition. Against lesser opposition, Casemiro's way better in there than Bruno because he can actually pass. But again, in the big games, it has to be Bruno and Ugarte just for the legs.
What about last night, Rand?
I would even disagree with that.
I would have brought Cass on. I would have brought Cass on, but you start Bruno and Ugarte for the mobility against the bigger teams. Against the lesser teams, I start Casemiro.
No, we saw the chemistry between Ugarte and Casemiro.
We did.
We saw what they were doing. They understood each other because they understand the positions well. One would go, one would stay. They would cover. They would both attack. We saw the chemistry.
But the system's different. The system's different. In this system, it's player orientated press. So
true.
Casemiro and Ugarte were doing one goes, one stays. In this, sometimes both of them go. Do you know what I'm saying? There's more likely to be spaces exploited, and then it becomes more about recovery. And that's just all it is, bro. That's why I think that in the second half, I would have brought in Casemiro when Bruno was hoofing it. Do you know what I'm saying? I would have brought in Bruno, but I do think Bruno's there because of his legs, but also there is a kind of we're playing Bruno to play him. Like, do you know what I mean? There's that as well. He's the captain. He plays in the 10. He plays in the 10 and the 8, bro. Sometimes he just needs to be dropped.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like Amorim's showcasing what the positions that he wants, so you could probably go to them in the future and say, he's what? Do you know what I mean? I need an 8, but I don't rate him. Do you know what I'm saying? So
like that's it, bro. Where I'm like, yo, like certain man don't need to be in the team, man. And you know what it is for me? It's like you man shouldn't be expecting more goals and all of this. Like right now, still finding our feet. Like this idea of that man's gonna give us goals, but then he's not gonna give us that bit where it might make us a better. I'd rather know that we're becoming a better team rather than getting goals and the next, it's all just like you see what I mean? Like we're just it's a false dawn. I don't want that.
Well, we are becoming a better team. I think in the first half, we in the first line in the defense, good build up, solid. In the second line, we're progressing it into the last line, which is maybe the 2 10s and the front 3. But it would break down. It would break down and it would come straight back to us. So the first 2 lines of our team have improved: the defensive line and the midfield line / pivot / wing backs. We know what we're trying to do, and it looks like it's quite.
But that's what you get, Marcel, when you combine Mount, Garnacho, and Hojlund, unfortunately, together.
But this is why, and this is very similar.
Almost any of our front 3.
I wouldn't say anyone.
It's not anyone. There's other ways, bro. But
there's Kobe. We haven't seen Kobe yet in the 10, and we haven't seen Ahmad yet in the 10. So until that, you won't see the next level of our front 3. And then Rashi doesn't look good enough unless once you see Rashi in the 10, the quality goes down. It's only a better quality construction of the front line if he's in the forward line. Hojlund's you can't put him in you can't put Hojlund in the 10s. You can't really put Garnacho in the 10s. Well, and it's like that's if the manager wants something to happen right now. He could maybe teach them how to become better players in these positions, and they could get better that way. But as of right now, we don't have any great strikers like that.
No,
like it's just the first 2 lines that look really good.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, the attacking areas need to be
Mandem thick show, by the way. Smash them like
Tyrone, man.
Yeah, Rand, Luther, everyone love, Leon
Yo, Ty, good seeing you the other day as well, my brother.
Yeah, and you, my brother.
Come on, bro. Now, the attacking areas need addressing, but it's a personnel issue. It's not a coaching issue, bro, because it was the same.
I agree.
This is almost, reminiscent of the Van Gaal era, but the difference is, the Van Gaal era is that he wasn't backed, and the way that this manager is going to be backed, bro. Because Van Gaal, we got the ball to the final third, and then we couldn't score, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. But the difference is, this is the manager's first season, bro. We have to give him the weapons in the summer, because the difference between us winning the game and losing the game yesterday was because we got into areas and then we couldn't do anything.
Yep.
That was it, bro. Like the ball kept breaking down, but the first 2 phases were brilliant. Our first phase of playing out, we were playing through Arsenal with ease, bro, and that was without like real ballers on the pitch. It's not like Ugarte is a baller like that. Bruno ain't a baller like that. Do you know what I mean? We're playing Maguire in them, man, and not to say Maguire didn't have a good game because he did, but brother, like Maguire, that was his first start for us, and he just came in, he was spraying it and popping it. Like we were opening the spaces, but then we just couldn't transition between the midfield and being dangerous at the end. That's all it was, bro. And that comes down to individuals.
Yeah. Faz, what are you saying, bro? You blessed, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry for being late, first and foremost. I'm really glad that Mandem are talking about these sensible topics about which players need to be sold and which players are not making it and gonna be sustainable in this system. This is very, very good. This is the mentality we need to have. Some of these players that we've got now, they will be fine in other teams. They just won't be fine in this system. And there might be a lot of fans saying, well, why didn't you say this when Eric was here? Because Eric wasn't playing a system. He didn't have a formula. He didn't have a culture. He didn't have a direction, you know. And right now we know exactly what football we're playing every single match day. And you see in the moments as well, you know, early against Arsenal, you saw there were times we were getting forward on the pitch and how we want to get forward on the pitch, what methods of passing lanes we want to create. And for that, we need to have new players. I don't understand what the manager saw in Garnacho to start him against Arsenal. I hope he's learned his lesson. I hope he's learned his lesson. And he needs to learn these lessons quicker rather than later, because it should have been Rashford who starts. And it's not a comparison between, oh, Rashford is better than Garnacho or whatever as such. He is, but at the end of the day, you know, Alejandro is not giving you anything when he's starting, man. And a player at 20 years old who's played 100+ games for Manchester United should speak volumes.
Right, he's played 100 now.
Volumes,
yeah, you're not a kid when you've played 100 games, bro.
Bro, that's
what did
crazy,
you say, sorry?
man.
You're not a kid when you played 100 games, bro.
You're not. He's 20 years old. He's 2 years older than Dibbling, and Dibbling is absolutely bossing his position week in, week out. Do you know what I'm saying? And we're here keeping faith on players like this. Harry Maguire, I'm not accepting him being a bench player as well at all. You know, yesterday what I saw from Harry, I was like, bro, how is he defending the box? The guy's got his hands out like he's getting ready to shoot the Titanic, bro. I was bamboozled what he's doing. We've got 3 defenders, yeah. Gabriel is fucking bent over, and we've got Saliba, we've got bent over, and 3 defenders are behind him, scared.
Whoa, pause. You're moving, man.
Pause.
These are the things that we need to tighten up in the set pieces, and it's not impossible to stop Arsenal. It isn't. They didn't score from open play. You know, they scored from set piece, which they have worked on, but it's not impossible to stop them. Come January, we will be able to stop them.
We'll be a better team in January.
We'll be better team. I'm not looking forward to doing any January transfer as such, because you don't really get amazing players in January.
Yeah.
I think we've got a decent squad to go and win the Europa League. You know, with the football that we play, we will be fine. Yeah, we
need to start moving like Chelsea fans, though. We need to sign some. We need some confirmation signings that they're coming, because Chelsea's got like 2 or 3 young bucks that's not even turned up yet.
Yeah, they do the January signing for next summer team.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah,
Bro. They got. Yeah, that's mad, you know, man. I don't know whether they're gonna go on loan here, but who then leaves them? We need to start, like, you know what I mean, like, see if we could go and get a little something.
I want to know. Saeed's definitely got his January shopping list ready. Strikers, 100%.
Bro, I don't think we could get anyone in January. It's difficult,
Can't
man.
get no one in Jan, bro. I wouldn't be looking at anyone in Jan except maybe like a wing back or something like that. That's the only thing you could be looking at.
Well, like
if they want to go and get a Kirkes or something, yeah, but he's gonna cost dough because it's January and Bournemouth are doing well.
Bournemouth are doing well, man. They're doing very, very well, man. You know what I'm saying to you? So I look at it from my point of view. It's like, like, improve what you got here and just aim for that Europa League. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. This top 4, I don't know if anybody's thinking of top 4, but everyone now just allow it in it, man. Top 4 is not happening, guys. Yeah, top 6 at best.
I still think it could happen,
bro. Marcel, relax.
It can, but I don't think it will. But even the way we played against Arsenal in the first half, it's like
it can.
I'm looking at the Europa League.
Who goes out then?
And I'm like, yo, if we can play that level, yeah, and improve our end product by picking a better front 3, bro, there's not many teams in that Europa League that I don't think that will beat.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. That's Europa League.
Yeah, we'll beat them.
So Marcel,
Even yesterday, though, Saeed, even yesterday, looking at that, I looked at the rest of the league and said that no one else should be having us up based on yesterday's performance.
Facts.
Yeah, nobody else should just be coming and having an easy game against Man United. So
No,
why
I
can't we
agree.
get top? So why can't we get top 4 then? On that,
No, because you know what it is. Yeah, go on.
No, well, I'm going to just answer the question, bro. I think it's going to be Liverpool, Arsenal, City, and then let's see how consistent Chelsea remain. Because if they have their stumbling period, pardon?
I think Chelsea are probably the
Chelsea
most.
are in the title race. Chelsea in the title race.
Bro. Listen,
they're in the title race.
I'm just gonna. Well, Musa and Said, all I'm doing is naming 4 teams that are gonna. However they finish, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Man United will be either 5, 6, 7, whatever. But for us to be in that 1, 2, 3, 4, it's gonna be Chelsea that will be fighting that 4th. You get 4th.
I don't think so, bro. I think people are sleeping on Chelsea, bro. Listen, you see the thing about Chelsea, yeah. Chelsea are second, yeah. Chelsea are second, but the difference is Chelsea can rest 7 man in the Prem and still win games. No one else can do that.
No one else can do that.
And
so, bruv, Chelsea are going to be keeping their squad fresh.
And in a system that they're comfortable with. That's what's mad. In a system and in a style of play that the manager is comfortable with and they're well drilled in. It's not like an Arsenal thing where 1 or 2 man go missing and it's a madness. They can't play their games no more.
Yeah.
Or City lose Rodri and all of a sudden they can't win for the next 5, 6 games.
They rest Jackson, who's been shooting off the place. And you know what I'm saying? Their man can play a team of Madueke, Felix, Palmer.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And that's not their and then Cuckoo. That's not their main team.
And
that's a third team. That's a third team. No, you're right.
That's a joke, bro.
Yeah, you're right. They have the best squad depth that we've seen in recent time. Especially
playing well, though. Playing well.
But let's I'm waiting to see if it starts to capitulate.
Because see, with Chelsea, who's the player you say, if my man ain't playing, they're in trouble. They ain't got that.
They ain't got that, bro. They ain't got that. Probably only maybe if a Caicedo goes out that midfield, maybe
he's gone out. He went out the other day.
Yeah. And then the man would just do the Lavia. They just do the Lavia and Enzo thing, bro.
Yeah, but I think for me, Caicedo is
their main guy, though.
He's their main guy. They lose Caicedo. That's what
Caicedo is their main guy. He is their main guy, but he doesn't derail them to the point where they're falling apart, and it's all panic station.
Nah.
It's only really in the big games against the other teams, bro. They can live without him.
And also, one thing that Chelsea, for me, sometimes what they do is that they think they're too good, and then they get complacent. Do you get it?
That's because they got a young team. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's where they could be unstuck this season, where they think they're better than what they are. They get too big for their boots, especially like Madueke and them, man. And then it almost becomes because I don't know if you see Maresca, he goes, bro, man needs to start doing more, bro. This ain't the Madueke that I want to see. I want to see more from him. So he knows that, you get me, I'm trying to say, we can get more. Do you feel me? So, bro, I think they're probably guaranteed the most to get into that top 4, Marcel.
Yeah, I think the top 4. I think top 4 is Chelsea's for sure.
For sure, man.
They're outsiders for the league, blood. Man are sleeping, bro.
Yeah.
So you think the 4 positions are locked off basically already?
Is that what if anyone was City for me?
City.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think City are going to go on a run now.
That bad?
I think City are going to go on a run, and I think City still finish second, bro. It's between Arsenal and Chelsea.
City has
for 3 and 4.
That Rodri thing is shook them. That Rodri,
I think it's between Arsenal and Chelsea for 3 and 4, and I could easily see Arsenal 4th and Chelsea 3rd, or vice versa. There are arguments for both. I think City still end up finishing second, bro. I think City are going to go on a run, bro. I don't think we can.
Man.
City.
Bro,
I think City's still going around.
Bro, you're hating on Chelsea too much. This is the problem, Mandem, yeah? Allow it, Mandem. Put the bias aside and see Chelsea for what they are, yeah?
Bro, they're serious.
2 squads. Yeah. And they've got talented players in their team, bro. Certain man we would love in our system. Like Dewsbury Hall. Do you know what I mean? We could have done something with a Dewsbury Hall in this team, bro. Do you know what I mean? Instead of a Mason Mount.
They've got players as well that have been in the Prem for a while, they're young boys that played in the Prem, so they're just
outsiders to win the league, man.
They are, bro, and they're doing a good job of convincing everyone else they're not.
Yeah. Just focus on their own thing.
If they had a good keeper, they would have been there, but they don't have a good keeper.
With Marcel's point,
Yeah.
Mathematically, and with the way the league fluctuates, you could make top 4. We just got to win our games and see where it's at at the end of the season. You might get there in the last 5, 6, 7. You don't know, but I think the focus is better on the Europa League. To be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what I think. For me, like your mindset is just a bit more chilled, man. Knowing that you know what you focus on the Europa League, that's why I'm just like, you know what, I'd rather do that because then at least then I know where we're going in it. But knowing
what do you
that,
think, Saeed, though, points wise? What do you reckon? Because we've had some shocking points in the last few. Do you think if the manager gets 65 points maybe or something like that? Do you think it's decent for where he came in at? What do you reckon?
What we on now? Because are we on?
That's where you can see a little bit of progress.
15 points are we on right now? Let me see right now.
What were we last season? 15,
19. We're on 19 points. There is what? How many games left of the season?
There's about 60 points left or 55 points to play for.
Yeah. So quick maths on that one, Mandem. What we saying? Like, I don't know.
So if we win 2/3 of the games.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's potential, but for me, I know that this team cannot stay consistent, Mandem. Like, I don't know what people are waiting for. Like,
no, they can't. They shouldn't.
You know what I mean? So my head, I'm like, we haven't got the goals up front, yeah. We don't have the consistent forward line to do the job, and we're still learning under the manager. It's going to be up and down.
I don't think we got a lot of losses in us this season, but I can see a lot of draws.
We've already got 5 already. Which
not with since he's coming though. I think there's a lot of draws. I think I can see a lot of draws where you could draw 2 in a row, and that's like 4. That's like a solid 4 points disappeared from nowhere, and you've only gained 2.
I think we can beat Man City, you know, Mandem. I ain't gonna lie to
you. I think so too.
Yeah,
I think we can beat Man City. I really do. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the one that I'm looking at. Liverpool away, that's gonna be difficult.
Listen, I watched Newcastle, Liverpool yesterday. Them type of teams there that know what they're doing. They give you a run for their money.
And they lost to flipping West Ham though, man.
Yeah, but still, I see them man. They're giving a run for their money.
You gotta look at Brighton this season, man. They're the ones that you gotta watch out for. Brighton are doing bits. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So Bournemouth are a good. What I've noticed now, there's good managers now in the Premier League now. Like Areola, you got my man Hertzler, you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Unai Emery will soon come back to his normal self because they've got a good enough team. I just think they're trying to balance the two together in terms of, you know, the kind of, you know, the games that they've got right now. So I just look at, for me, in my point of view, is like, yo, like, let's just focus on our job. We don't need to put like a numerical, like we have to get top 4. Like, it's not about that. As long as you see progress and you win a trophy at the end of the year, for me, I'd rather go with that one rather than just say, you know what, we have to finish this place here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What happened to the top 5 thing when 5th place was getting you Champions League? Is that done?
What's that?
When the 5th place was getting man Champions League football, is that done?
Yeah, no, I think it depends on how all the British teams do in Europe, because do you know what I mean? Imagine, there's a scenario where all the British teams could end up winning in Europe, bro. Like we could win the Europa, Liverpool could win the Champions League, and who's in the Conference League for
Chelsea,
us?
I think.
Yeah, Chelsea could win the Conference League. There's a scenario where all the English teams could win in Europe, and then maybe there'll be another space.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the coefficient thing.
Yeah. So I think it's that. And bro, that's a real fucking possibility, blood. Not that I want Liverpool to win the fucking Champions League as well, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But there's a real possibility that
it helps even if we all make it to the semis. If there's like, I think it even helps if we can get to the semis or something.
Yeah.
All the English teams.
If that happens, then because at the end of the day, Tottenham will do them.
That's why we shouldn't sleep on the. So my thing is, we might not get top 4, but we should be at least 5th then. Like, we should be fighting for something. So if something does fall into place, we're there to.
I'm with that. If you can fight for that, then cool. You know what I mean?
Regardless, we should be in arm's reach regardless. But go on.
We need to. For me, we need to concentrate on the Europa League. You know, top 4 is going to be very tough.
Yeah.
If we concentrate on the Europa League, it'll be quite a big morale boost and confidence boost for the manager, for the players, and also it helps us, attract, not that we struggle to attract players anyways, but it'll help us to attract some players as well because we'll be in the Champions League. And overall, it's just as a fan base, bro, winning the European trophy on his first season, bloody hell, he's gonna be outdoing Erik ten Hag straight away.
Man, I just think for me, what we're doing is just natural progression, man. Like, I just love natural progression, like winning these trophies, bro. We've been here before, burnt bridges, and you know what I mean. Top 4, this, top 4. Ollie, man, remember Ollie finished second, man. Ollie finished second, you know, and look, you know what I mean, bro. Like, honestly, bro, and I still was Ollie out. You know what I mean? That was a tough period, man.
You know what we want though, Saeed? We want to be in a position where we're ready to pounce. We don't want the season to finish and we're like, raw. You know, if we would have beat my man, would have been in the top 4. If we would have done this, like, let's just be ready to pounce. That's all I'm saying. Be ready to pounce. If the opportunity comes, be ready to step in, because you don't know what can happen to any of these teams, really.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Like for us right now, like I said, man, in this December period right now, I think we've got Forest, City, Bournemouth at home. I think then we play Newcastle. And then we play Wolves on Boxing Day.
So 5 games, 3 winnable, Wolves, Bournemouth, and Forest, and then obviously Newcastle. Is it Newcastle?
Shit, we got a lot of games, you know, Mandem. Jeez, man.
Yo, the way that City are playing now, Forest will give us a harder game.
Bro.
So? But there's 5 games there that you've mentioned, Side, and I think 3 of them sound winnable. The Wolves one, the Forest one.
Let's if Wolves get a new manager, because they look like I reckon they're gonna sack Gary O'Neill, man, because he was getting abused last night, bro. I don't know if you man seen it, bro. He was getting dogs abuse, bro, because he didn't want to clap the fans, innit? So he might be
Leon's manager. Leon's manager.
You know
Is that you trying that one? Yeah.
What was that?
He said my manager.
You said before previously that he would have at least.
I would have still took him over Ten Hag, bro. All day, every day.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Man said Faz needs to criticize Garnacho more. Listen, man, it is what it. You know what's mad here, bro? Like, I know as we kind of wrap it up and that, it's mad how, like, bro, it's the wrong messenger, but it's the right message, but people don't want to hear it, you know. And then I seen man outside the ground cussing Rashford and like, bro, man, people just didn't like it because it was Faz, you know, man. It's crazy. Yeah. But I see bear man online now cussing Garnacho. They're cussing him, you know.
Yeah, but bro, they used to cook me for it, bro. And now,
I was gonna say,
it is what it is, bro. Remember, his little mutant brother and all his minions used to always be in my mentions. Every time that bro used to score or get an assist or something, man used to at me, bro. You know what I mean? And now it's bare silence, fam.
It's mad, you know, bro. I swear down, man. It's funny how
even Anthony, even the way they deal with Anthony, these same man, they're mad. The way they deal with Anthony and how they talk about him, it's mad. Like they,
yeah, 100%, bro, 100%. It's crazy, bro. And I mean, and like I said to you, with Rashford, it's the same as well. Like people, they want him gone. We need a clean slate, and when we get that clean slate now, then we just have ballers. You know when you just can't hate on ballers, bro. You know what I mean? I look at every other club, I'm like, bro, them man enjoy their players, bro. Like United, we can never enjoy our attackers.
Yeah, bro, look at that's Chelsea right now. The thing is, Chelsea's worst attackers are Mudryk, and Madueke, bro, and they're still better than fucking Garnacho, blood.
I mean, Garnacho's a young player, and so is Madueke as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter the age, bro. Like Madueke is a lot better than Garnacho, as much as I don't rate Madueke either. Do you know what I'm saying? But he's better than Garnacho. He's got better fundamentals, and he's stronger, and he's more athletic. Yeah, he's just got way more to his game, bruv. Like, even though, like, I don't rate him at all as a top player, but he's way better than Garnacho, bruv. Like,
the thing is, bro, Marcel, is age on Garnacho's side, or is ability not clearly?
Brother, he's got 100 games for Man United. Age is immaterial.
That's what I'm saying to you. So when people say age, bro, he's not getting better. Like, it's literally. Like you can see, like the development growth of him just not getting better, bro. I'm just we are lying to ourselves. Like the fundamentals of his game, especially more so. If it wasn't in the Ten Hag system, maybe you could get away with it because you're like transition football, etc. But in the system where you've got to be good on the ball, you've got to carry the ball, you've got to be good in tight spaces, you've got to make good decisions. All of them combined, you can't do it, bro. Like, you can't.
So age is definitely on his side. You know, there's a lot of footballers that are late developers, but just at his age anyway, you're still developing and nurturing your game. So age definitely is on his side.
What do you think he improves in the next 4 years?
Well, all aspects.
Not even 4 years, next 2 years. Go to 2 years.
Well, all aspects of his game. In this system, it's gonna have to be a lot of technical aspects and back to goal kind of football, where looks like he likes to face the game and run towards the kind of like a kick out your feet and run kind of player. He's kind of like a kick and rush, not Aaron Lennon, but that basic kind of level kind of thing, not massively skillful. Decision making, again, that matures as you get better as a footballer, and your mind matures to the game a lot more. Your decision making gets better. So
but Rashford's 27 and it hasn't.
Yes, but and some players it doesn't work, and we need to stop holding on to some players on those premises. So yeah, I can agree with that. But every player is not always the same, and with a new manager, you'd like to think that Ruben can actually cultivate a younger player. It's easier to cultivate younger players to what you want. Whereas Rashford is looking to, and Rashford's had so many world-class footballers around him that you would think he could absorb information from. Rooney, Cavani, Ibra, bare ballers. He's had Rashford around him. So Rashford's a different case. And we kind of know what Rashford's abilities are.
They're similar profiles, though, and Rashford is actually a technically better version of Garnacho. Like they're the very similar profile. They're players
in terms of what they're
play off the cuff. Yeah, they're low IQ, low technical level, and they just run, bro. Like they're literally the same player. Garnacho's literally Rashford happening all over again. Burst on the scene, scored some goals, and then now he's overstayed his welcome, and we should get rid of him, bro. Like this, they're the same player, bro. He's literally gonna have the Rashford story. Hopefully, we don't keep him here for 10 years.
So that could be one avenue to look at it, but at the same time, we're looking at at this manager to help improve this player, and get another level out of him and improve that level. I think again, I don't know why we look at Vinny because it's nowhere near that level on the technical level, but I'm just gonna say it anyway to give you kind of a degree of context. Vinny's first season, we just looked wayward. It just looked like a completely useless footballer. Until after time getting used to the system. And I know Garnacho's played 100 games in, so he should be at the level, but it was completely different requirements that he was playing under with Ten Hag. These would be a new set of requirements, and I'm expecting, his overall game. But again, specifically that number 10 playing in the pockets, playing in the half spaces, half turn.
As well, Marcel, we also have to accept that this formation is just going to have casualties. And that these players are going to be good in other formations.
And that's what you want it to do.
It's going to be other teams where Garnacho can go. We can get 45 million for him or something like that, and then he can just go somewhere else and actually do a job and not have to change as much as we're asking him to change. Actually be the player that he is and score the goals that he can score and do the assists that he can do. So I feel like naturally there's just going to be, and it's okay for us to have casualties, but we just have to get the right money.
And the thing is with Garnacho as well.
That's what I was saying before. Sorry, Leon, just quickly. I hear you, because that's what I was saying before. Like certain men just look like they won't fit in the system. My two players looking like the couch Delo and Garnacho. Delo and Garnacho, I'm worried for.
But I want good money for them. That's all I want. I'm like, let man go, but let's get good money for them. Let's
talking about Delo to Real Madrid for big deals.
Get money for them. See, one thing quickly is that if they overstay, their price is going to go down. So know what you're doing. Know that
if I said now, Rashford, you could still go and get a little light.
You have to set
little light.
30, 40 that's because Rashford age is not on his side though, Saeed. With Garnacho, he could still turn out and reach some level of high potential for me.
You know what it is?
How much do you think we can get for Garnacho now? How much do you think we can get for
I reckon 40
compared to how much we 40. Okay, and what happens if he stays another season, doesn't do well and doesn't play? How much do you think it will go for then?
Still 40.
No way.
No. You know what it is? No, it will go
Look
down.
What happened to Jadon Sancho. Look what happened to Sancho. Sancho came here on numbers, world beater. Had one season out.
Played in Europe. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Come on.
You know what
Sancho done way more in the game, and he went for fucking 25 million. 25 million. And the thing is, Garnacho, like brother, this guy. Like he's in his international squad, because he's at Man United. The guy don't play, blood. Like he's got no real grounding in the game, blood. He's got 100 games for Man United. He's not a proper international like player. Like he's really nothing in the game, bro. Yeah. Like if he has a bad season, and then another bad season, he's done, bro. Like football forgets about players so quickly all the time. Football's a fickle game, bro.
It's a fickle game. You got to understand with the system as well, Marcel. When you sell players at a peak, so if you sell them for 40, 45, you can go potentially buy 2 players to come into the system because the system requires you not to buy worldies in every position. For me, you got to sell while it's high. I get what you're saying, like you're hopeful for him and stuff like that, but I always go back to the logic of the players had 100 games. Give Ahmad 100 games, watch what you'll see.
But this is what we had at 20 years old, man. And you want to talk about
exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean, man? You know what I mean? Remember 20 years old Martial on that left wing, man. It's crazy, man.
Even
I
the
fell
technique,
for it myself.
even the
Don't worry, I
technique,
fell
man.
for it myself. But when I start really seeing the games and you start putting all the performances together, and you say, "Wait a minute, what is this player actually bringing?"
Yeah, what
to
is
the
this?
team
Yeah.
other than the mad goals here and there that he scores? And are
You
you
have to
in
be
it?
careful as well, yeah. Do you know what it is? Sorry to cut you first. You have to be careful not to listen to. I've heard so many things online where people go, sits man down, and he dribbles wicked, and he slots it top bins most times. It's like, nah, watch him over 90
Even
minutes.
this hype that Man United, like people say, oh, he's going to go Real Madrid, he's going to go Barca. No, he's not. He's
No,
not
he's a
going
shirt
there.
seller.
And he's a prick anyway, man. So
He's not going there. That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
Like,
you know.
if Garnacho leaves Man United, like realistically, I think he'll go like Italy or somewhere. He's not. Where is he going?
I don't know, you know. Maybe back to
He's not a good player, bro. Like he doesn't stay in the Prem. He's not good enough.
Segunda.
Only United would do this, you know, man. Every other club, man, they'd be out the door by now, man.
He ends up at a Sevilla or something like that, bro, and then he doesn't play there either, bro. Like, and then his career fizzles out. Like he ends up like Adnan Januzaj, blood. That's what happens.
And the other side was better though. At his
Yeah,
I know
Januzaj
Adnan was
was
way better than him, but he ends up
You
like
know,
Adnan.
I was actually a bit kind of like disappointed, you know, in Van Gaal when he sold Januzaj, you know, because I was like, bro,
The Kagawa one was worse for me.
You know
bro.
what though?
Yeah.
He couldn't fit in the system. Remember that system?
Yeah.
He couldn't fit in that system, and that's why he sold him.
Was
And he
it
went
right wing
Because
back as well at
Van
one
Gaal
stage?
said you either have to be able to be a striker or a wing back in his system.
Yeah.
because-
Yeah.
He's
so,
saying
and
him
then-
right wing back. I
It's
think
the
that is
same
a-
as Amorim, bro. Amorim's like, bro, like you have to be a wing back or an inside 10. If you can't do either of those,
Can't
you have
be
to
that.
leave. It's the same principle.
Januzaj was technically like above all of these players. Even
Yeah.
till his last days as a
Bro.
footballer, he was technically good all the
Yep.
way.
Yeah,
He
long,
was.
man.
And now
But
look at his
listen,
career. He just ended up getting sold around everywhere, and everyone forgot about him. And football will forget about Garnacho as well.
Yeah,
This is why we have to have a manager, people, where like there's no sentiment. You can't be saying, "Oh, hold on," and hopefully it comes good because you're holding up someone else's spot. You're actually holding up the whole squad's
basically
possession
you
when
are.
you do that.
That's
Yeah.
what I
Look
feel
at
like.
my man. Who's that my man that Liverpool bought in? He was doing bits and he bought him from Juve again, and he's been injured.
Oh,
Still.
the Arta or whatever.
Chiesa.
Chiesa, quiet. Life
Oh,
is
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
No one
Yeah.
will remember Chiesa again. You
What
know?
about Konza as well?
That's
Liverpool
Saeed's guy,
academy
man.
lad Konza. You know how many games has he played?
Konza.
And he's, you know what I'm saying? Look at to play 100 games at 20 years old, bro, and then to have a
It's a lot.
conversation.
What
of,
this hype got? Yo,
that's crazy, bro.
But the thing is, he got humbled. They said, "Yo, Slot's here, mate. Nah, man, step back in your lane, bro. Like, yo, you still need to improve, bro." And he's now back up to what they've got right now. Gomez even came ahead of him. So you just got to understand that we've got to humble certain man and say, "Yo, listen, it ain't for you, man." You get
Yeah,
me?
I think that's what happened to Garnacho. I don't think he's gonna be the star player. He should be getting those here we go minutes, 30 cameos off the bench. He looks all right off the bench against tired fullbacks. You know, he still needs to learn his craft and to improve his decision making against maybe
everyone's
more
mindset, though,
weak
Marcel.
opponents.
Yeah, but not
You know,
to Man
70
United
minutes,
level,
60
bro.
minutes.
And I think that his ego ain't gonna allow him to be a 10-15 minute player for the next few years. He'll
It's a
think that
quick
he
one
should be
though as well,
playing.
man. Then you see when we were speaking about the right-sided fullback, I just thought of Kudus. You reckon Kudus can do a job?
Of course,
Look,
man.
I would
He's
love to
right-
have
he's
him
better
at
on
a
the
football
left.
club, but he's gonna cost 80 mil.
Yeah, but he's better on the left though, Musa. Better on the left than on the right. Well,
But
better
he's
on the left.
left-footed though. He's
Left
left-footed
hand.
though, right? He's
Yeah,
left-footed.
left
though.
hand.
Play him right 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right
saying.
on the left hand, bro. Go and watch the game against Leicester. Yeah, my man can get himself out of a situation where you think you're gonna press him. He just goes around and he dribbles past you. You
But-
think these guys can do that? No,
I think he can do what Diallo's doing now as well. I think he will do that position
they
as
can
well.
both alternate. I could go right, left. It's just, bro.
And they're having a hard time
Don't
over
get me
there.
gassed,
I don't-
man. Yeah.
Everyone,
You know what it is, man?
you know what it is though, Saeed? People always say this one's 80 million, this is that. The next minute I heard they got sold for 55.
But that's
Like,
only United, though.
You know what
Only
I'm
United
saying?
doesn't happen. Every other club it happens. Neto, we would have. Oh man, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, but
But
that's
listen,
why it's cool now, Saeed. Like just before you rock, I know you want to finish. Like
Yeah,
that's why now we can actually turn around to players and say, "No, we're not paying that," because we know what the profiles we want, and if we have to go for the second or third choice, let's just do it. Do you know what I mean? Because we're only going to get a
based
better
on
squad.
what you're
and-
saying, Leon, based on what we've all said today as well, Prem proven, left-footed attacker, can also fill in where Diallo is. Boom, boom, like everyone's seen him in the league. That's a player that you earmark and you go and get.
It's got to be him.
Yeah.
He is a baller.
100%. But listen, people. Dave Kim says here, look, big chances created and how many big chances he had compared to Salah. Less than half, but similar GA. playing with Brennan Johnson and Werner. So giving props there to Heung-min Son. Our press has been excellent under Amorim. Big up. We will win nothing. I'm guessing he's saying Troy with Bruno starting, and Rashford will never win with this fan base. But he'll never win with himself, bro. That's the biggest thing, man. You know, forget the fan base. He'll never say to himself, "I'm good enough." You get me? If he can't do that against flipping Garnacho and them, man, bro, I swear down, bro. He's had every situation where every club he's played around the best players, man. Like, from when he started, Wayne Rooney and Van Persie and them, man, to now, bro. He's always had like ballers around him, but just never improve. Yeah. So it is what it is, man. But listen, people, have we hit 1,000 likes, guys? I'm just gonna check quickly before we wrap up. Let me just see right now. Yeah, not even 1,000 likes. You lot are taking a piss, man. We've had 2.5k throughout the whole video. Well, now we hit 1,000 likes. You know what I mean? You lot, I swear. But people, big up to everyone who's locked in. Rants, big up to you as always, bro. Love.
Big up, man. But no, man, sick show, man. Big up everyone inside, man. Make sure you pay your rent, man. Run up the likes, people.
Come on, man. Big up to you. Musa, big up to you, love, man.
Always a pleasure coming. Always good to see the Mandem. We're just out here surviving, trying to make it happen. You know, I was out last week. I went about, was trying to see what was going on in them sides of the waters. There's money over there, you know. People need to start cutting us checks out here, you know.
Bro, telling you, man.
Money at the time, you know.
Bro, listen, bro. See there in Saudi, bro, I got my eye on there, blood. I need that tax life, blood. I swear down, bro. Like I ain't paying taxes my whole life. I'm telling you that for free.
I'm telling you,
I'm hitting there soon, blood.
So you know what?
Yeah, man. Big up to you, Marcel. Big up to you, man.
Big up, man. Good conversation as always, man. Big game coming up, I think, this week. Saturday, innit, Forrest?
Saturday, 5:30, man.
5:30.
So again, man.
The games are coming thick and fast for us, man. So
you can't think too much about what happened last game. It's got to go next game. Lock in.
Go for the next one. So yeah, big up everyone. Obviously, you are Marcel. The channel's there. I just need to start putting up the content. Do shows of everyone.
Stop telling us about the channel. I'll be deadly honest, yeah. Stop taking the piss.
Huh?
Stop telling us about come to my shop. You got no products, bruv.
Soon there'll be products in the shop, man.
Is this?
Soon there'll be products in there, man. You get it?
Come on.
We'll be there,
that
bro.
sounds like some scheme, bruv. Start uploading, man. Start, voicing your concerns about the team, all of this stuff.
I will, bro. I will. But anyway, yeah, big up Mandem, man. Next week.
Come on, man. Nah, defo, man. Defo. Unleash Sports. Big up Leon, man.
Big up Mandem, man. Keep doing what you're doing, Saeed, man. Do you know what I mean? Big up Rams, Musa.
You're another fraud, bruv.
Me? Oh, I know exactly what
you're
going
a fraud.
Say. Don't worry.
You're a fraud because if I was a 5'7" blonde, yeah, you would have texted me back, wouldn't you? If I was a 5'7" blonde, yeah, with size 10 figure, you would have texted me back. Taking the
Let me look at this guy properly. I like the culture, my brother. That's all I'm going to say on that one.
Yeah,
so it's shameless.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Now, big up Leon, man. Make sure you follow Leon English Sport. Faz, what are you saying, bro?
I'm alive. I'm there, man.
Trapping, man. What's going on with the buffer jacket? Are you trapping in that?
I'm following Amorim, man. Drip is here, man. What are you saying?
Come on. With Moncleasy. What are you saying, Moncleasy?
I'm saying? We're trying to keep up. Yeah, I've been out and about in Manchester looking for Pep Guardiola, bro.
You already know.
Big Steve, where you at? Big Steve is so lonely, yeah. He's starting to talk to squirrels on his Instagram story.
Yeah, big up Big Steve, man. Listen, people, make sure you're here. I'm going to be doing the Tottenham Bournemouth game in about 45 minutes. So make sure you go check that out. See what we can just laugh at Tottenham, man, because it's good to always laugh at Tottenham. And yeah, man, we're going to see what going on, you get me? So people, been a Mandem Talk. Like a video on your way out. I will see you next week, man. Peace.